Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to an enthralling episode 12 of Full Starts Pod. Thank you. Thank you.
Kudos.
My name is Ash, and on my right here is Daniel,
Hello.
and on my left is Lewis.
Hello, listeners.
Dan, what's your favourite colour?
Orange.
Lewis?
I didn't know I'd be put under this kind of
Shut
pressure.
up. Mine is blood, the colour of your tears.
I'll start the music.
Thank you. That's the new song, right?
That's what was it? They want Aha's take on me.
And it just breaks down.
Ash,
Yes.
who
right.
won the poll?
Oh shit, the poll. Lewis, who won the poll?
Our host, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm good at this.
The poll results. I'm
Not cutting it.
I can't talk today, listeners. The poll results. I won,
But yay, I'm
maintaining a healthy lead. For rock and/or roller, I won with 60% of the votes. You guys got 20% each. If you want to hear what the pitches were, listeners, you can go back and listen to that in episode 11.
It was good.
It was good.
Mine was
But now we
coherent.
are here at episode 12, and we are a year old.
That leads me nicely onto a little bit of housekeeping.
Lovely.
So get this, because it has been, as someone ruined earlier, it has been a year of Full Starts Pod. Ta-da! And so we're going to treat you all to a feast of the ears. So next month you can look forward to 3 special episodes. And they're going to be all about the Punisher films. So that's the Punisher film of 1989, 2004, 2008.
Yeah, baby. We're each going to take an episode, because turns out they were all 4 starts. Each and every one of them had a planned sequel. We're going to cover those in our own little special mini episodes.
I got the
One
John
for each of
Travolta
us.
one, which I'm looking super forward to.
I got Dolph Lundgren.
Ah,
I got the other one.
Ray... I want to say
It's
Ray
clearly the
Stevenson.
sure.
Rayman.
Rayman directed.
No, Rayman's in it.
Ray Romano.
Ronnie.
No, Rayman.
Ronnie Barker.
Ubisoft legend, Rayman.
Ronnie Barker. Or Ronnie Corbett.
Fantastic.
Hello, America.
That's goodbye from me.
And other countries that aren't the UK, really. Just hello everywhere that isn't here. Ronnie Barker, Ronnie Corbett.
Right, furthermore,
Wonderful.
final bit of housekeeping. So we got our fantastic episodes, usually scheduled for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours. It's fantastic. We all love it. But maybe not. So, as of next month, as of June 2018,
Year of our Lord.
Yeah, sorry. June, Year of our Lord 2018. We will split these episodes into 2 parts.
We're going to be splitting our modern reviews
Yeah.
and our full starts in half.
Yeah.
And just
we-
kind of
we're
deliver
saying
something more
half.
condensed to you.
We say in half. It's going to be the full start. It's going to be a big main episode. Usually they'll run about 90 minutes, and we'll do the 40-minute modern review. That's a sort of bonus episode 2 weeks later. So you can choose to listen to the main stuff. You can choose to listen to everything. You can choose to listen to nothing. I don't know how you're hearing this if you chose that option, though.
Yeah. Look forward to it, fucktards. Now, the one film that we saw this month
I think
was...
you'll find we called our fans fuckers,
motherfuckers.
but we're still working on it.
All right, motherfucktards. Let's just meet in the middle.
Just go on.
Deadpool 2. We saw Deadpool 2.
We did see Deadpool 2.
We saw Deadpool 2.
Lewis, what did you think of Deadpool 2?
I don't know.
Dan, what did you think of Deadpool 2?
Uh,
Ash, what did you think of Deadpool 2?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if he's mocking me or you.
Moving
though.
on.
Both.
Moving on to the full start then.
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I think I've said to you guys before, I'm not a major fan of Deadpool the character. I've nothing against him, no problem with him.
Howard the Duckpool.
Huh?
Howard the bloody Duckpool.
Still-
Howard the motherfucking Duckpool. We'll make a Howard the Duck sequel, but put Deadpool in it. Be better then, wouldn't it? And gets all the votes because internet.
You know what? I find it amazing that after all these years and months that have gone by, I'm
1
still
year.
cleaning up.
All
some-
made it very clear
All
it's just
this
been
year.
Oh no, I've made you guys salty before, and I'm still cleaning it up off my floors. It's amazing. No, I'm not a major fan of Deadpool the character. Same reason I'm not a fan of Wolverine. When you're invulnerable, there's no stakes involved.
Wolverine has 6 stakes. coming out of his knuckles.
They're claws, not steaks. He's not a vampire slayer.
Well, I
Check
would
your
say that
facts.
claws
Have
come
you
at
seen
your
Van Helsing?
fingernails.
Oh,
That is
God.
literally Wolverine the
Don't-
Vampire
Oh
Slayer.
god, that is yeah. Oh, oh, is that a full start?
What's
I don't
that?
think it is.
Van Helsing.
I think I would have looked into that.
Possibly, probably.
Oh, I'm gonna look into
I
that.
reckon it probably is.
I'll look into that. Anyway, so I had a thought like, with this Deadpool movie, if you took Deadpool out and just watched this movie normally, would it still be a good film?
If you watched Captain America and took Captain America out, would it still be a good film?
Which Captain America? Because Winter Soldier would still be a good film without Captain America.
Winter Soldier is the worst of the three.
Right,
I hate Winter Soldier.
That's
Really?
a
I
very
really do.
unpopular opinion.
I know, and I don't get it. It's such a slow-moving, boring film. But we're not talking about that.
No,
No.
we're not.
Talk about Deadpool 2.
I had fun watching it,
Yeah, question mark,
but
right?
it's not a great movie, is it?
The thing is, it's the same movie as the last one.
Which is probably what you want for a sequel, because the struggle is always trying to do better than the
I
first
don't think it is. I think it did try and do more and bigger and better and bombastic and
Well, actually, some of the main comments I hear about this is that it feels a lot smaller than the first film.
I don't think it does.
I think it feels on a par.
No, I think it tries. I think it tries to have more heart.
Yeah.
I think it tries to have a bigger plot, and I think I think the inherent problem with Deadpool being the character that he is, and it's not a knock. Deadpool's fine if you enjoy Deadpool, that's fine. But the inherent problem with him is everything with him is so glib. Having that heart and having those emotional stakes are immediately negated by the fact that he's just going to make a joke a couple of seconds later. There's no point. It's empty. It's a bit hollow.
But there are people like that. It's a general personality trait.
It is.
So,
See, I've been struggling really hard to quantize this film in my head because there were points that clearly they were jokes, and I could tell they were funny. And I thought, yeah, that's funny, but I didn't get to laugh personally. And I'm like, okay, can we? I don't know, because it's not a bad film, but I want to go back to the drawing board and try again.
So I think it's okay. I understood it for the kind of little joyride it was. At the beginning of the film, I was a bit apprehensive. I thought it was doing too much.
The prologue before the credits actually hit. Oh, well, we'll get into that when we get to spoilers, but that there was a real tonal dissonance there that really bothered
the
me.
movie has tonal problems throughout. I think it doesn't deal with those tonal shifts very well. I think
or at all.
I think the first movie deals with those shifts in gear better because it is a smaller movie with fewer stakes.
It's more interesting, the first film.
Yeah.
But again, it's introduction to the character, so it always is going to be more interesting in that sense.
Well, see, I'm always of the opinion that the first movie, because it's always an introduction of an origin, you can skip it because what are you going to learn really?
Well, they could add their own things. Like the MCU is like the cinematic universe is not the same as the comic book universe.
That's very true.
So yeah.
All of our listeners have turned off
Yes. So
because we haven't, we're not flat out in love with this movie, and
it's
the
hard.
internet will be.
I
It's
enjoy it
hard
for
to
what
be.
it is.
For me
It's
personally,
fine. Like I said, I had fun, but it's not a great film.
there are things I like about this, but it's what's best to put it? It's a C. I think. And if you want
it's
to
a
scale
solid
it,
C.
It's a solid C. And some people think, yeah, it's an A, but I mean, really, it
C
is just,
stands for chicken.
it's competent.
See, I think if we take the first film as an A,
Yeah.
I'd call this one a B or a B minus. I wouldn't go down to C.
See, but we'll see it's not a bad grade.
It's not. It's a pass, but it's still.
That's the thing. It's a pass, but I expected a lot more.
Yeah, it's kind of you saying that it didn't show enough.
How do
It-
we
it shouldn't.
feel about the first film
It's still good.
It was still good.
on its own? Like,
On its own, like it's what I expected from a Deadpool movie. It felt very tonally appropriate. The motivation was nice and clear. Basic 3-act structure, gets through everything. Fine, good film, very fun, very enjoyable. Happily watch it again. I've got it on DVD upstairs. I wouldn't rush out.
DVD caveman.
Every time. Don't mention that acronym with him.
DVD.
It's like, he's always going to throw it back.
He's
Caveman.
got a loft full of the
Where's your
fucking things.
4K Blu-rays?
I don't have one because until they force me to buy Blu-rays, I'm not buying a Blu-ray.
I was forced to blah 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 blah.
Forced to buy blueberries.
Yes. I've had half a beer.
So should we get into spoilers then?
Yeah, coming in.
Go for it.
Since we're here? Okay, so we're getting into
Deadpool
spoilers.
dies.
If you don't want to be spoiled, skip ahead to a time frame that someone will say. 29:11.
Babbidi, babbidoo. Deadpool dies.
I mean, not really,
But he does.
But
He
doesn't,
says he
though,
does.
he?
but he doesn't.
does.
But he
He does.
doesn't.
But no, actually he does.
But he doesn't, though.
No, he does.
But he doesn't.
Post credits he does.
But he doesn't.
It doesn't.
Post credits he does.
No, but he
There's
doesn't,
no
though.
death in his post credits.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Deadpool kills Deadpool in the post credits.
Deadpool kills,
No, he
kills
doesn't.
Ryan Reynolds.
Kills Ryan Reynolds.
And Deadpool in Wolverine Origins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Deadpool
That's not
dies.
Deadpool, though.
As a
Deadpool
Deadpool.
dies.
So,
Can
spoilers.
Straight
Come
up top, can I talk about the opening scene where he shows off his you have a nice montage of him killing dudes because he's got nothing better to do because they didn't know what to do with Deadpool. No, I'm kidding. So he does his mercenary thing, and he goes home to his wife, and the house gets attacked, and she dies.
Yes.
And then it cuts. It's a big dramatic scene, and it just cuts to the opening credits with all the funny jokes and ha ha ha. It's like it honestly felt like going from a very serious scene and then suddenly just trying to go into a joke. It was like hitting a brick wall at 60 miles an hour.
It
Yeah,
was odd.
It goes straight into the Bond parody after
Yeah.
her death.
Yeah, and
Which-
I get it, but it didn't work for
No,
me
you see,
anyway.
see what I mean about the whole tonal whiplash and
Yeah.
everything being too glib and it ultimately feeling hollow.
Yeah,
At that beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
Later on, I'll just say the main hollow points come from T.J. Hooker's character, which is odd.
All the
So-
every side character that you liked and grew to love in the first movie is sidelined in this film.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no,
it's-
Colossus got more.
Yeah, but I mean, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Dopinder, T.J.
Yeah,
Miller,
but I
whatever
think
his name is.
Binder got a fair amount. T.J. Miller
But-
and what's her name?
here's the thing: is I don't care about Dupinder, but I think we're gonna have to strike off T.J. Miller's name.
Yeah, I was wondering why he was even allowed back in this film. Surely they should.
I
They
can,
were shot
I
long
can
before
tell
the
you why.
allegations.
Yes, it was shot long before the I haven't.
Same
followed the
reason he
story,
was left in Ready Player One.
Yeah,
Who the fuck's seen that?
Me.
yeah.
I
So
had fun.
it's very hard to watch this movie with him in it, and the accusations going on, and all I can think about is, oh, you're a predator. That's all I can think about.
Is that
now.
really all you can think about? You can't separate a character from a man.
I can, but it's very
Are
difficult.
all of Kevin Spacey's movies now ruined for you?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, because it's just the knowledge, and I'm sorry, and I try and separate a character from a performance, but it's very difficult, particularly when allegations are so fresh. Anyway, that addressed, we'll move on. Now.
Everyone in Hollywood's a predator. Especially you.
Let's put that on a t-shirt.
But also with that
No,
with that opening credits, I didn't like that because they tried to go over what they did from the first film, which was, hey, instead of the actual director of photography, we'll just put something else underneath, like
Yeah.
some fuck with the camera, whatever. But in this one, they tried to do that, but then failed because they were like adding a spotlight to the fact that this was such a jarring moment. She's just died, and now all the comments on the screen are, did you just do that? Is she dead? Blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
And you're like just agreeing with them. Like, yeah, why are you doing this? And you don't get a proper answer.
no. I mean, I understand
And
that
it
it's-
ultimately gets undone in anyway.
Does it?
In a
I mean, yeah,
post-credit
if that
scene.
counts.
I think it counts.
I mean, who knows?
If they committed it to celluloid.
They commit a lot of things to celluloid.
Stick it in a catchphrase bucket.
So anyway, I really like Domino.
Yes,
Yes, we did.
Domino's
And
fantastic.
yeah.
She will stand out in this film.
I really, really like her reverse Final Destination action scenes. They're wonderfully staged
Pretty much, yeah.
with some very poor CGI.
Yeah,
There
but
was
then the
some,
last
yeah.
one had poor CGI as
Yeah,
well.
but this one has over double the budget of the last one.
Well, they should pay their CGI department more money.
I think we
Yeah.
know that went into cameos.
Yeah.
It all went
Eh.
into cameos. But yeah, I am always a sucker for a character whose power is luck. One of my favourite characters is Matt Cawthon from the Wheel of Time series. He literally has dice rolling in his head that determine what happens. It's so good.
It sounds interesting, but I'm not interested. No, I'm kidding. I'll read it one day.
Will you? 15 books worth?
I'll put it on the list.
Yeah, oh, good. The list.
Books.
But yeah,
No,
luck is great.
She was fantastic. Like, I like the actress playing her.
Mhm.
How she's pretty calm and chill about almost every situation because she's always in luck.
Mhm.
Like it's always going to work out for her. That was really cool. I liked her. I genuinely thought she was the star of that movie.
She's the standout.
Yes.
And the only
Second standout is Ricky Baker. Ricky Baker. Fuck you, guys. Neither of you have seen Hunt for the Wilder People. Then
Nino.
the what's his
The
fire
kid.
fist? Yeah, whatever his fucking
Fast.
name is.
Fist.
He's a bad egg. He's a very bad egg.
Ah.
Oh mate, you should check out Hunt for the Wilder People. It's such
I know.
a
I do want to
wonderful
see it,
film.
but I don't like this kid.
He's so,
Eventually,
really?
we've got
Yeah.
Pools of
He's
Dead to
so
talk about,
good.
guys. 2 of them. So,
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, I didn't like his character.
What's wrong with the character?
Tonally, it felt kind of all over the place.
Well,
Like-
he was an unstable kid.
He was trying to be this angsty kid, but then there's all these comedy lines. And,
But that is the whole movie in a nutshell.
yeah, I know, but
That all of Deadpool 2 is there in that one kid. He's trying to be a comedy, but he's got a lot of angst.
yeah, I don't think the character works like that. Like, on his own. Because you wouldn't watch a movie about him on his own.
I wouldn't.
No.
You would have no interest. You would about Domino.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
have a lot of interest for Domino.
Was he also kind of like putting a mirror up to Logan? So like, oh, he's got a kid following him around.
I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
There's a weird obsession now with Wolverine in the Deadpool movies.
Yeah, which I kind of like.
I mean, as long as it's not in Deadpool 3, I'd be fine.
Everybody else knew it was Juggernaut in the
Yeah.
Supermax prison, right?
I didn't twig with me until he came out of the box and I saw the helmet. I had
didn't twig until I saw him.
well, no. I had a bit of a feeling, but it could have been Hulk. They could have. done
Couldn't
that.
have been. I don't think it wouldn't have been.
It would have been difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
but-
be honest with you. I thought they were
You're
just going to
disappointed
bring...
that it wasn't Vinnie Jones?
I was disappointed it wasn't V. Jones, but
Do you know
also I really, 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 really wanted it to be Killer Croc.
Director of the first Deadpool movie has gone off to do a Terminator film.
Oh.
Next Terminator movie.
Oh.
Did you guys feel this was like very Terminator-esque at points?
Nope. No.
Not this really in the Supermax bit.
I didn't
Josh
really...
Brolin's coming along with his robot arm and its future gun,
Oh, yeah, in a way.
hunting Sarah Connor and John Connor, Deadpool and
Oh, yeah, he literally
Ricky
did
Baker.
say, "Leave that kid alone, John Connor." Was a line.
Yeah, he
in the
does, doesn't
film.
he? Yeah.
Guys, pop culture references.
Yes, the movie.
Also, guys, do you know who voices Juggernaut in Deadpool 2?
Who voices Juggernaut in Deadpool? Is it Vinnie Jones?
No, apparently it's Ryan Reynolds. Just pitch shifted a bit.
Really?
That's what they said on the Google
Okay.
IGN article.
That's not right, Ryan.
As himself.
That's not on Ryan. You don't get to be Green Lantern, Deadpool, and the Juggernaut, bitch.
It is sad that they didn't have the Juggernaut bitch in there.
Really should have done.
Yeah, but then
Was it
again,
in the song?
that third X-Men movie that didn't happen had that in. So, I mean, maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
That's your favourite one, wasn't it? You said 2 was the worst one. So you
No,
loved 3.
No, was 2 the worst one?
We have
No,
it on...
2's not the worst one.
No, but you...
2's
you
one of
said
the
it.
better ones.
I can't remember.
We have it on record.
I don't believe you.
The action scenes are better than the first one.
Yes.
It's definitely a better looking movie than the
clearer.
first.
Mhm.
David Leitch, I think, it's directed. Leitch.
David Lynch.
No, not him.
Davo Lynch.
That'd be a different movie.
Oh, yes.
That would
Equally as
actually be
fun.
kind of fantastic.
That guy knows how to shoot an action scene, though.
Yeah, he does a very good job.
Bought his cinematographer from John Wick and Atomic Blonde with him. I don't know if you could tell what with all the neons.
He's no John Woo.
Do you know, I do appreciate that because I like the shots in
I
John
like
Wick.
colours. My name's
Yes.
Daniel and I like colours.
I was going to say John Wick, not Atomic Blonde, but sure.
Didn't this film teach you not to see people by their colour? Dan.
What are you? Now you're sounding like Deadpool.
Yeah.
Remember that bit in Deadpool
Black Tom.
2 where he talks about racism because fuck you,
Because there's a guy called Black Tom, but it's not.
because
He's
it's
white.
a joke they run into the ground.
I liked it. I like when the rabbit jumped out the window and they all went boom. I'm a simple man.
I get you are. So I find it very hard to talk about this film because I feel no attachment to it.
I only had 4 notes.
Yeah, there's not really much here to talk about. There's not a lot. The plot is very threadbare.
I mean, Josh Brolin as Cable was fine.
I'm
Not
I'm
given
not-
much to do.
not a fan of Josh Brolin. I thought he was great as Cable. I really enjoyed Cable in this film.
Why didn't they make a Jonah Hex joke?
Ah,
If they're going to do a Green Lantern joke, why not make a Jonah Hex one?
Why not do a Bright joke?
Yeah. Was he in Bright? He wasn't in Bright, was he?
He was. It was him and Will Smith.
No, he wasn't.
It was the dude with Will Smith, the Orcman.
Joel Edgerton.
Same thing.
I've not even seen it.
it's on the edge of the.
I have, and I didn't pay attention.
I'm a walking IMDb.
It's pronounced
Um,
Indub. Thank you.
Okay, so I liked the scene at the end where he picks up a brick and says, "I'll just use this brick maximum effort." That made me laugh because I did like the idea of fuck it, a brick will do, I guess.
Yeah, because
Wherever he could find the hand.
we spoke about this. When you are an invulnerable superhero, I get bored when I see him waving those swords around. It's a war of attrition every time you have a fight. So just pick up a brick, just fight with a bit of dust.
Yeah.
See what you
Pocket
can
sand.
do. So, yeah, see what you can get away with.
Yeah, just throw chairs, tables, whatever we've got to hand.
Everything's a weapon if you hurl it fast enough.
What was Cable's reasoning for saving Deadpool beyond happy ending?
Film taught him heart.
Power of love.
Heart,
That's the power of love.
fire, wind, ice, heart. That's one of Cable's lines.
So fun fact, but I didn't know those guys, the Planeteers, are they called?
They are.
Turns out they're alchemists. All that and they create a being.
Yes,
That's
they
a
do.
Full Metal Alchemist joke for you guys.
Yeah, but in that case,
in silence.
loads of things are. Power Rangers are. They create beings. Care
They
Bears.
summon robots.
Care Bears are alchemists.
They don't create life.
I reckon they can if they put their mind to it. Those crafty little buggers.
They probably could. Born from a rainbow.
Do you know what else doesn't make life?
What?
War. Can only take it away.
Wow! That was beautiful. That was
you.
beautiful.
Right, yet
go on.
another reference to Essex, so Mr. Sinister, in an X-Man related film. And I
Go
really
on.
want to see where this is going because,
Wait, I missed this. Go on, what?
right, X-Men Apocalypse, the post-credits
Ugh.
there, I know, post-credits there are,
They had a post credits.
we're taking all this shit to the Essex Corporation. And then we're like, oh no, it's fucking Mr. Sinister. But no, they're going to do Dark Phoenix instead.
We
so fuck
weren't, but okay.
that. Right.
They're doing Dark Phoenix and Gambit.
They're doing Gambit.
Apparently,
They've
what's
been
his name
doing
signed on?
Gambit for a decade.
Yeah.
But what's his name signed on now? So
He's
you
been
know-
signed on for a decade.
Are they
No,
doing
like
Multiple
8
Man?
years.
Are they doing Multiple Man?
No. One day I'll release that.
Yay.
One day I'll release that 20-minute rant about Multiple Man.
When they release the film and it is copy for copy, my version of...
Then
That-
you could sue because I have it on record.
Thank you. Yeah, and now in Deadpool 2, the institution where all the mutant kids go is the Essex Institution, or Essex
Okay.
School.
Did not catch that.
Yeah, and we didn't get a name for the old guy as well, so he might be Mr. Sinister in the future because they let him go. Like the headmaster of the school.
No, he didn't. He got
He
run
got
over
hit
by
by
the
a
Pinder.
car.
Oh, that's right. But Mr. Sinister could come back. But yeah,
I mean, it
it's-
is legit part of the X-Men universe now, I guess, but with the cameo.
yeah.
If they are going to do Mr. Sinister, can they do the origin where he's just made up in a kid's imagination?
Is that
and
right?
it turned. I remember, like, I could be confusing for someone else, but I remember it being one of the origins for him was he was made up by some kid and he became real.
Well, I know he was initially just a bloke called Mr. Essex, and then he became Mr. Sinister through some act of something, so it could have been thought into existence.
Like I said, I could be thinking of someone else, but I hope they do that if they do a Mr. Sinister, which would be very
Even
stupid.
if it's not, and you're talking about someone
Even
else,
if it's not,
we hope they do
something
that.
else. Just make it Mr. Sinister.
No, I hope the old guy in this movie was Mr. Sinister and he was run over by Dopinder at the end, because then that ties up the bow that X-Men Apocalypse opened and they're clearly not wrapping up.
Yeah, to clean up timelines.
Yeah. Anyway, the movie was all right.
Yeah.
Should we come out of spoilers?
I'm trying. Like, I've never been at this point in a movie where I have nothing to talk about in a film.
Yeah, it's a threadbare plot.
It's a thread, Tony Blair.
with a lot of references, a few jokes, some nice action scenes, some poor CGI, and it's fun, but it's not gonna stick with you for any length of time.
Thing is, you take out all those.
It's a
references,
meme machine.
It's a meme. Yeah, it's a meme machine.
Yeah.
Another Vinnie Jones reference.
Which, do you know, this might actually date this movie horribly. Like the first one, I don't think will date.
This movie makes an Age of Ultron reference. It's dated already.
It's very true.
It does. I can't remember where, but I remember there being one.
Right. But no, all this easily forgetting the film means you can just go back and watch it and enjoy it again. Fantastic.
The first one, you can tell there's a lot of love and passion, and like they were working on it for years to get that going. And you know, it come out, and it was very clearly you could see all the effort and potential went into it. This, it felt like, we'll give you an unlimited budget, fucking go and make a Deadpool now, or we'll kick your ass.
Well, do you not think the first one was a passion project, and this one is a passion project with the help of the fans? Because they got that brilliant response from the first film, so this is, let's just give them more of what they wanted.
I think this is more
Possibly.
the studio riding the coattails of the first movie, still cresting that wave.
That's
Why
what it feels
why
like
would Fox
to me.
do such a thing?
Because they got to cash in on that memory money.
That's what it feels like. Although Deadpool did feel more closer to the goofy comic side of Deadpool in this film, because he's constantly making more jokes in this.
Yeah, but like I said, doesn't work for me.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Have it one extreme or the other. Don't have both extremes and no middle ground.
Actually, there's a scene cut from the first film, which is on the bonuses, where you see him go to Mexico for the cancer treatment, and the doctor's a liar, and he just brutally murders the man there in a very cold and angry rage. And I thought that felt closer to a darker tone of Deadpool that you can often find in the comics, which would have been nicer.
Which I was kind of expecting to see when he runs after the bloke that killed his missus.
Yeah.
Which instead was just here's a hug and now we get crushed by a van or whatever.
I was expecting him to get a car door and smash the guy's head in.
Do something more visceral. Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't feel as much of a payoff, but...
Anyway, looking forward to that X-Force spin-off, though.
Yeah,
With
the
any luck,
X-Force.
Deadpool will be more of a side character in that, and that'll work nicely.
Guys,
Because I think Deadpool is
Shatterstar
at
was
his
in
best.
the film.
Shatterstar, Brad Pitt was in the film.
Yes.
Was that Brad Pitt?
It
That
was
Brad
yeah.
Pitt.
It was Brad Pitt, because
Yes, it was.
I wasn't paying enough attention to find out.
I think if Deadpool 3 is made, it's got to be an X-Force movie, and Deadpool needs to be more of a side character, because that is where he works best.
Well, he's playing off of serious characters, you reckon?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why the next Wolverine installment should include Deadpool, because Wolverine's the main guy and Deadpool's Wolverine's a straight man to Deadpool.
Well, you could have
Cable's the dead man to Deadpool.
Dead man.
Fuck me, can we just pack it in? Let's go home. Come on. I've taken some sweets with me.
Good.
Bye, everyone.
In summary, okay, so I guess out of spoilers. In summary, yeah, it's a good film. Well, I mean, it will be enjoyed by everyone. It will be a fun watch. Yeah, I'm just left flaccid by it.
The internet being what it is, this film would be lauded and praised, and oh my god, it's the best thing ever for 2 weeks before we all forget about it.
Can we go 1 month where we don't try and antagonise the internet?
No, because it's a horrible fucking place.
Fair
Love
enough.
you, listeners.
We do love you.
So that's our
I
thoughts
no
on
way
Deadpool
feel
2.
contempt for you at all.
Is that all we got to say?
That's all I've got to say.
Right, well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Deadpool 2. It's a film. Enjoy. Right, so we are going to go on a break now and have some more beer. By the way, we're drinking Sierra Nevada. It's very nice.
Brand name.
Are we allowed to say brand names?
No.
Well,
We're drinking Sierra Nevada.
We're drinking Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It's very nice. Sponsor us, please. Thank
It's
you.
an ale pale. Wait. Shit.
Right, so our promo bitch for this week that we want you to stick in your ears
Or
is...
hashtag podwife if you want to stay on brand.
Hashtags don't really work in an audio medium.
They do if you say the word hashtag like everybody else does.
Right,
I'll do
so
the
their
hand
name,
symbol.
they are
No, because the hand symbol
the
definitely
ones
won't
we
work
want
because
you
it's
to
an
listen
audio.
to today.
But it works really nice in a visual medium.
In a visual medium, it would work, but in this auditory medium, it doesn't work because we're
But
going
you
into
could
people's
do
ear
like the double
canals.
tap when you go like hashtag like that.
How are people meant to know that it's two fingers on two fingers and not just one finger on one finger when you're double tapping?
See, but we've just described it to them, so now they know when I say hashtag, I'm doing that.
Hold on, Ashley got to tell us about hashtag podwife.
All right, yeah, sorry, go on, Ash.
Our promo bitch.
No, but wait, hold on, because
Right.
they could also be three fingers and then it'd be like a pound sign, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be more of a pound
Does the pound sign even exist anymore? Has the hashtag taken over?
Ashley, do the fucking podwife.
We're in the middle of a
Stop talking
conversation
bullshit.
here, Ashley. Do you mind interrupting us?
I'm so sorry.
Jesus.
I don't know if anyone past our age will know what a pound sign is.
I doubt it.
Still on the keypad.
It's currency.
The pod bitch for this episode is Forgotten News Podcast. Just go listen to those fuckers.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jim,
Hi, my name is Kit Karen.
and we host the Forgotten News Podcast.
Jim, I know we're in the middle of recording the promo for our podcast, but a thought just occurred to me.
Okay.
People praise the future because it is blank and featureless. They are afraid of the past because it is full of real and living things.
Kit, hey, that is absolutely true for most people, but not for us.
On our podcast, we tell true stories from before you were born. Stories that made headlines maybe for a day or a week, then disappeared just as suddenly. It might be a true crime story or an unsolved mystery. It might be a strange or spooky story. It might even be a funny story.
And if you want to hear some exciting stories about Franklin Roosevelt, Susan B. Anthony, or Alexander Hamilton, well, I'm sorry, you'll need to find a different podcast.
Yes, indeed. Because our show tells the stories of the footnote people from history. And sometimes the people who didn't even make it into the footnotes.
If you are someone who would like to hear lost but true stories from long ago, then you should definitely listen to the Forgotten News Podcast.
Yep. The Forgotten News Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, also known as iTunes, and nearly every podcatcher out there. So, don't be afraid, cat. Just tune in and listen to the Forgotten News Podcast.
And we're back. Yay, caught you two fuckers off guard.
Yeah, I was drinking. Drinking my emotions down.
You're
So
And we're back! Hello, listeners.
caught me off guard.
What?
Sorry, I have more emotions to drink down. Excuse me.
Good. Can't have any emotions in this episode.
That one was
about
happiness.
Children's
Let's keep going.
game, whatever.
Got a sponsor.
Good, thank you, because I forgot one.
Damn it. Was hoping.
Our sponsor for this month is Post Monkey.
I found that amusing.
Be a facetious prick.
I'm sorry.
Ha.
Post Monkey. Stamps are expensive, and for a one-off payment, you can buy a monkey to deliver the mail for you. They've given a little warning here. Warning, monkey cleanliness cannot be guaranteed. Monkey has more than likely been stolen and really should be left in to live in the wild. Monkey is not liable for any disease that you may contract after engaging with the monkey. Post Monkey cannot assure your letters will arrive at their destination. It is just a monkey after all. Post Monkey, for when you want your mail covered in shit.
How is Post Monkey going to help me as a small business owner getting my head around GDPR?
Do you deliver a lot of letters?
To people whose addresses I probably shouldn't have.
Do you pay for stamps?
Sometimes.
Why pay all that money for stamps when you can risk a monkey delivering it for you?
But when people find out that the monkey delivered it on my behalf, they'll do me for GDPR.
Speaking of the post office, Super Mario Brothers.
Do the Mario, swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario.
Yay!
Thanks for digging us out of that hole.
Mate, perfect segue.
Everybody's favourite mailman
What the
plumbers.
fuck did you make us watch, Ash?
I'm so sorry.
No, fuck you.
No,
you're
I am.
sorry. Get fucked.
I am. I watched... You know I watch every movie at least twice.
Mm.
I got half an hour through my first watch before I realised I could not continue anymore and had to wait 2 more days before I could go back and watch it from the beginning again, writing notes.
Yeah, it's this is a 2-day watch. This
yeah.
movie.
I am sorry.
I fucking believe that for a second.
Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look, Lewis. It doesn't work on an audio medium.
Really like this movie. I'm lying. You're a cunt.
Well, tell me something we don't know.
Yeah. Oh, this movie's fucking horrible.
First thought before I even popped it in, I was like, why does this movie have a Blu-ray release? Who was
Blu-ray.
crying out for that?
Well, you know what? The Blu-ray... I was looking out for the Blu-ray release. I really wanted to find it.
I think it was only released on Blu-ray in this country.
It is, yes.
my
But
God.
the
The
reason why I
fuck?
was looking for it is it comes with an hour-long documentary.
Are we that devoid of Bob Hoskins films?
Well, we are now.
Ah.
Oh,
So it comes.
dude.
It comes with an hour-long documentary. I think directed by John Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
Uzama.
Which
Sorry, use your words. Don't be racist.
it's called "This Ain't a Game," the documentary, and it's all about them. It's all about their experience on set.
No shit. it
They
ain't
were
a
drunk
game.
most
There's
of the
no
time on
fucking
set.
resemblance to a game.
Actually, it does, because Shigeru Miyamoto came out and said the reason why the film was so bad is they probably put too many references to the game in it.
Well, that's PR for you.
Yes.
Actually,
Where
do you
you're
know what?
forced to lie through your teeth.
I've made this point before about why Wreck-It Ralph does so well, because it's a movie first and a video game movie second, where it just uses video games as references rather than it has to have them as a core feature.
Hmm.
Like you look at
But
you look
also,
at
it's
any
not
video
drawing
game.
from a video game. Wreck-It Ralph is not a video game that is trying to build a plot around.
No, exactly, which is a problem because when you try and build a plot around a video game, it means you have to have Street Fighter. Okay, well, I need.
It means
Ryu
you get
and
the
Ken.
Super
I
Mario
need-
Brothers movie.
I need
actually.
hurricane kicks,
The thing is,
uppercuts.
in my research, the initial script was meant to be even less of a video game movie than we actually got.
I think that would have been better.
I hear the initial script is dark and gritty and grown up.
It was R-rated.
Fuck off.
Fucking, I would have loved to have seen an R-rated version of this because this is already kind of nightmare fuel.
It was R-rated, and it was drawing inspiration from Die Hard, Blade Runner,
Oh my god!
and another one I didn't write down.
me, Mario. Suck my bullet bill, bitch.
kill you.
I've seen things you've never seen,
Fuck you.
like tears in a rain.
Thank you for taking my money as a prostitute.
Time to die now.
Oh,
Okay, so-
do we have to talk
and-
about this for the next 90 minutes?
And that
Yes.
no, I don't want to. We can talk about anything else.
Would you
How
guys-
how are all your hemorrhoids, respectively?
How did you know that I had one?
Just the one, lucky cunt.
Oh, do you know, like, I sat down,
Well, that's difficult to do with hemorrhoids.
it is, and I started to watch this movie, and
I've gone through so many tubes of anusol.
I think at
I
the
know it's tasty, right?
It's very Moorish.
I think it was at the same sort of time, the 30 minutes, maybe 45-minute mark. I had to stop.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not doing this anymore tonight.
When they just go into that next dimension.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I can't.
And I was like 10 minutes in, like, I'm not, like, when I got arrested, actually.
Yeah.
So I started, I'm not doing this anymore right now. I'm going to come back to you, film. I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to, like, have a nice day, and I'm going to come back to you. So, yeah, 2 attempts to watch this film. My first note was, it's on YouTube. It's just on there for
Yeah.
free.
Fuck. Fuck.
Did you bought it, didn't you?
Might have done.
Yeah, yeah. Like the first thing I did is like, I'm pretty sure this movie is going to be on YouTube because its copyright must have run out by now. And lo
Of
and
course
behold,
it hasn't. It's not been 70 years since 1992.
Did
It
they
has?
really? Did they really put up for 70 years?
Yeah, copyrights last, I think, is 70 or 90 years, something like that, before
Gee.
that goes
No,
into
no.
public
I mean,
domain.
did they want to copyright it for 70 years? Is what I'm
That's
asking.
the standard copyright.
Jesus, I feel sorry for the fucker who copyright that then. But yeah, it's on YouTube. Which
Illegally, then.
Illegally.
Somebody
Illegally
hunt
on
him
YouTube.
down and make him pay money.
He lives at 123 Fake Street.
I'm not paying money. I didn't put it on there.
Listeners, I was really rather ill this week. Like from
what
both-
a dick.
from both ends, it spewed like a fountain,
I've had the sniffles
and
as
you
well.
didn't help, Ashley. You didn't help. It was such a struggle to
I
watch
offered
this
to come
movie.
and clean you up. I offered to.
Yes, the wipe, the clean, showering me down helped a bit, but
Mate, I told you about the step. Use the step.
I was having fever dreams already, and this movie did not help.
This movie is nightmare fuel. Nightmare
Oh,
fuel.
actually, yeah. In
The
saying that, I'm
Goombas
going to
and
go
everything.
straight to my favourite Bob Hoskins fact. Where is it?
Okay.
Somewhere.
I love the fact like it just opens with here's some Mario music. Mario.
Yes, it gets
You're
you
gonna
going.
fucking hate us in a moment.
You're
but
already
look,
ahead of me because I think I wrote the best part of these movies, older movies, is the logos for the companies you've not seen since the VHS days. Hello, Hollywood Pictures.
I've never heard that name before.
Right, so you saying that... Dan, you saying that this was like a nightmare. One of the most famous quotes to come out of this film is from Mr. Hoskins himself.
I know this.
yeah, that was this guy's gonna be.
Verbatim, it was a fucking nightmare. The
No.
whole experience was
No,
a
no,
nightmare.
no, no, no. Do it like Bob Hoskins would do it.
I can do Ray Winstone, I can never do Hoskins.
It's close enough.
Fine. It was a fucking nightmare. The whole experience was a nightmare. It had a husband and wife team directing whose arrogance had been mistaken for talent. After so many weeks, their own agent told them to get off the set. Fucking nightmare. Fucking idiots.
He was drunk quite a lot in that set, if I
They
remember
both were.
correctly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Leguizamo.
It caused them to break bones.
Oh my god.
So Hoskins broke a finger on his right hand, and partway through the film, you see when that happens because he puts a cast on that they paint his colour of his flesh, and during the nightclub scene, when he gets punched out by Bertha, he's wearing that cast.
Yeah.
He goes down, camera cuts away, comes back to him, he's wearing gloves, and then for the rest of the film, he's wearing gloves. John Leguizamo broke his leg.
Oh god.
So he's wearing a cast through some of the film as well, on his leg. They were both stabbed and bruised, and the Brooklyn girls were almost decapitated
Fucking
when
hell.
they were on the Cooper bed.
Hmm.
So that actually did flip over at one point, and they all landed on their heads. Thankfully, no one was.
Do you see what I
Properly.
mean? This doesn't help with the fever dreams. The Brooklyn girls were nearly decapitated on a Cooper bed.
Actually, no, one was from Queens. I correct myself there.
But yes, they play the Mario theme tune
Yeah.
right up top. It's the first thing you hear
And
because otherwise you wouldn't recognise this as a Mario Brothers movie.
no. And then it goes into some horrible MS Paint bullshit.
Yeah,
And then it's just like, what if the dinosaurs didn't die? What if got transported to another dimension? What if they're still alive today?
What if?
if you go fuck yourself, movie?
It's so bad. And
Fuck you, Ash.
this was the last thing that they added to the film because in the test screening, the audience didn't get it. They didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, no shit.
Exactly. So,
I didn't get it. They fucking told me.
yeah. So they added this on for like no
Fuck.
money. And they just went, yeah, fuck it. And they're like, we'll tack this shit on at the beginning and now everyone will get it. It's about dinosaurs and shit.
the new Nick Park movie steals a joke from this movie.
Does it?
Yeah,
Oh god.
like in the dinosaur Microsoft Paint thing,
Mm-hmm.
we fade in on Brooklyn 65 million years ago. Nick, the early man, the new Nick Park stop motion, as 65 million years ago near Manchester. Just flat out nick the joke. I think he was inspired by this movie.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think
I
so.
think that's. I think
I
it's,
think you're pulling it out of your runny
No,
arsehole.
I think it's good enough to go on IMDb trivia.
I think he needs to pull it out of there, to be honest. Just gonna go out the other end.
The music is by Alan Silvestri.
Yes, it is.
Why?
Because they had
What are
money
these
to
hard
throw.
times for Alan Silvestri?
They had money to throw around. He was clearly bored.
And throw around they did. Yeah, because the budget was $48 million
Fuck off.
and it made 20.9 at the box office.
Like Silvestri, he was coming off Back to the Future 3, going into Forrest Gump. These were not trying times for the man. Why did he agree to do this?
$23 million would be my guess. So we get this opening scene where this girl,
tell me
this
what
woman,
happens.
delivers a delicious-looking ostrich egg to an orphanage, to a nunnery,
In a nunnery, in a sort of metal incubator.
in a metal incubator.
So, as nuns do, as we all know from films,
Nun is fully dressed in her habit, middle of the night.
of course,
Yeah,
find
Nuns don't wear pajamas.
anything on their doorstep. It didn't, you might leave your baby there. You might just leave a metal egg there.
yeah. Like I
And-
said, a delicious ostrich egg.
Yeah, and so
And
she
fun fact about nuns: they sleep upside down.
Yeah.
I assume. I don't know.
Fun fact about nuns, they will take in anything left on their doorstep as well.
Apparently.
So if you've got old dishwasher that you want to get rid of, nun's doorstep.
I left my taxes there. They did it for me.
Doesn't
Brilliant.
even have to be a nunnery.
They did my tax
Could
return.
just be where a nun lives. Like just a nun's rent. Like a nun's got a rental property. You go leave it there. She'll pick it up, take it away for you.
Fun fact about nuns: there's actually quite a few of them.
Nuns
Nun
are
is
essentially
quite a
rag and
fallacy.
bone men.
So yeah, that straight away after the bullshit with the dinosaurs talk,
Mhm.
we get the have some food, nuns, and a girl is birthed from it.
Yes. So here's the thing: they managed to open up this
I should
futuristic
say a baby.
metal device, and there's 3 nuns just crowded around it
Why don't they instantly kill the baby thinking it's the Antichrist?
because nuns
It's
are
a
known
child
for their
hatched from an egg.
kindness. Maybe.
Clearly, they're very forward-thinking nuns.
It's a demon child hatched from an egg.
But yeah,
Yes.
they look at it. They look at it. They smile and nod to each other, and they're like,
This will make great dinner.
"Yes, a baby. Dios mío, fuck me. We've got a baby
Dios
from an
mío,
egg."
Jesus.
All nuns are Mexican.
Racist.
I can say Dios mío. I
I mean, yeah, you can.
But yeah, it's bloody stupid.
So, I want to ask, they keep asking about The Rock. Where's The Rock in this film? And, well, he's doing Rampage, mate. He's probably not going to be in your film.
Not in 2003. He's
No,
a
but
struggling
Current year joke.
American footballer. In 93.
No, not in 03,
93.
93. What is he doing in 93? Is he Rocky Maifia by 93? I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Welcome back to the history of Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I think you'll find. Anyway, yeah, they keep asking about The Rock, and he's clearly not going to show up in this movie and give anyone the rock bottom, so...
At 6 minutes in,
Mhm.
Mario and Luigi, they go out in their van, their plumber's van, and have a little drive around. Would it have been so hard to have, like, on the van, the actual logo for the Super Mario Brothers from the games?
Yes.
Just to remind you of what this movie is based on, what it's fucking meant to be.
No, because
Yeah.
this film doesn't know business. I mean,
This film has
Hey,
no
yo,
fucking
drive
idea
around,
what
yo.
it's doing. This is one of many, many missed opportunities this film has.
Actually, I'd like to point something out about that, is they get a job, and the person who called them hires someone else to come and do the job as well. Like, you fuckers! You
Yeah.
hired a service. You fucking pay them to do
You're
the
paying
job.
the emergency call out either way.
okay,
Yeah.
can we
You're paying
talk?
2 now, you prick.
Can we talk about Scapelli?
Why does Luigi have 2 TVs? That's the more pressing issue.
No.
Before we get to Scapelli, can we talk about their room and how they have plungers ceremoniously placed like ninja swords on a rack?
Yes. Also,
Like-
everyone's
Like, did their father like plunge a particularly sinister toilet with them?
we don't know.
What the fuck are they
we
mounted
don't
like
fuck all
that?
about their parents, but apparently it's a thing because you're an orphan like we was or I was.
I'm not an orphan.
What
How did you know I was your daddy?
What is the relationship between Luigi and Mario in this movie, please?
They are brothers.
Brothers.
Are they?
Yes.
Because Luigi says that Mario adopted him, and he's been like a father to him as
Like
well,
a mother to him.
and a mother to him. and he's his adopted daddy, but also his brother.
I
They're
don't
brothers.
He didn't say. He
And
didn't
I
say
can-
he adopted him.
I can tell you they're brothers because he goes, names,
the movie's called Super
Mario
Mario Brother.
and Luigi Mario. The Mario Brothers.
It's 3
When he's
Marios.
arrested. That's what he says.
How many Marios are
point
there?
conceded, fine. Back at that van scene, anyway. Did every bad 90s kid movie have the exact same score? You know the one I mean.
2-0.
That one.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point.
It's in. I'm sure it's in like fucking Parent Trap, Richie Rich. It's definitely in Richie Rich. It's in Mouse Hunt, all of which Alan Silvestri scored.
Was it in Stuart Little as well?
Probably.
Probably.
It was in the Flintstones. It was in
Ah.
Dunstan Checks In.
Generic Biddle music.
Fucking Baby's Day.
Alan Silvestri doesn't need to do much for this section of the film.
No, clearly not.
You know, I have a note here, and I
Bad
think
90s.
I think
kids
it's
movie
clearly me
K-pop
being a
music.
prick. It just says if this film was just about two plumbers, I think it would be fine. Which I think is a complete lie by past me.
Yeah,
So fuck past me.
because it is a film about 2 plumbers. It's
No,
basically what
it's
it
also
is.
about dinosaurs
Yeah.
Go on,
Right.
you had a fact about Scapelli.
Yes,
A note about
well,
Scapelli.
who
another
threatened a
thing.
student, which is classy.
Another thing I want to get off my chest. It's yet another tired storyline of the Mario brothers feuding with Scapelli. How many more times do we have to see this? I'm bored of the amount of times Scapelli's coming up in Mario games.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
man.
all
Just-
the time.
just always-
Everyone.
I mean, sometimes he's a part of the party, and you have him as a party member. But I mean,
It's me, Scapelli. I'm gonna get in the cart and go now.
yeah,
Where are you from, Scapelli? Originally?
Well, no, this is a thing, right?
Nolan.
Scapelli Construction, right, on the van, it says Scapelli Construction. And then listed on it is London, Paris, Palermo, Beverly Hills, and Brooklyn.
Sure.
The marketer in
Sure.
me says, fuck whoever designed that.
Why?
Because you've got 3 capital cities, then you have 1 capital city in Beverly Hills, which is 1 normal city, not a capital city, and then Brooklyn, which ain't a city. You do not put those together. Just put fucking New York. And also, if their head contractor...
Hey,
like-
you don't think Brooklyn's a city?
It's not. When your head
Fuck you,
contractor,
pal.
your head contractor is based in Brooklyn, you put Brooklyn first. You don't put London, Paris, Palermo. You put Brooklyn first.
You don't know who designed the van.
Some dickhead who got
They're
nothing
very
on
clearly
branding.
piss poor at their job.
Look at all that money they had. They should have given it to 2-year-old me and said, do the branding for this van. The biggest words on that van are plumbing. And the company's called Scapelli Construction, and they're called out to a dishwasher breaking down. This company that's got branches in London, Paris, Sicily, wherever. Why, you don't just come out to one place for a shitty dishwasher. You leave it to the small time, like the Mario Brothers.
If the client's paying,
But see, here's the thing. I was confused about what he did because he decided to threaten a bunch of archaeologists.
Well, no, that wasn't even on the same site. So that was, Mario were like, oh, the Scapelli brothers beat us here. And then we got the origin story of the Scapelli brothers at this dig site. For no
Yeah.
reason.
Like, we're gonna how much longer is this gonna take? Because I'll fucking kill you if it takes too long. It's like, Jesus, dude, calm down. It's just some bones. Take it easy.
Mate, what I'd do for a good bone right now?
Hey.
Oh, yes.
So we get him threatening a student, Daisy. He threatens Daisy.
he threatens Daisy, who then runs 4 blocks to find a payphone in 1990s New York.
And we
I
get to
doubt
see
it.
2 ugly motherfuckers, who I put down as reject Matrix characters.
They're 90s looking dudes.
Oh.
They are very 90s looking dudes.
Oh.
So reject Matrix characters.
Pretty much.
Oh, these fuckers.
They.
Fuck you. Ashley, fuck you.
How many more times do I need to apologise?
Oh my god,
I
these
am
characters.
These guys are just the start of problems in this film. Okay? Problem, like, how
They are a
hatred-
warning of things to come.
They are.
Yeah.
And they dick around being fucking obnoxious,
Mm-hmm.
trying to capture this Daisy. And then they run into Leguizamo and Mario.
But Mario
So
Huskins.
much of this movie feels like bad improv.
There was no improv.
I know.
Yeah.
So why does so much of it feel like bad
'Cause
improv?
It was bad. It was written by 10
Especially
people.
these 2 clearly, obviously dinosaurs disguised as humans. It's so loose.
Why are they wearing zoot suits?
Like my stools.
Because future.
Because future? Because dinosaurs wear zoot suits?
Why not? They're looking for someone with 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. You go back to their homeland, everyone's fucking got 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head.
Go back to their homeland of Dinotopia where no one is a dinosaur.
Well, no, they've just evolved from dinosaurs to look
there's
exactly as
one
we have.
dinosaur.
That is a point that I have.
There's one dinosaur, Yoshi.
Fuck, I don't give a fuck right
No,
now.
there's more.
We'll
than
get-
that.
we'll get
There's
to
more
that.
than that. Their carrion animals are tiny little dinosaurs as well.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They go to Dinotopia where everyone has evolved from dinosaurs to look exactly like humans, but who hate humans, but who are obviously reptiles because they still give birth to young in eggs. So why have they evolved breasts? Why have they got titties?
For that sweet money.
What?
To put on the advert for the film. Get all the kids coming because they're hungry for milk.
What?
What? What?
No. We're going to have a full-on 20-minute evolution discussion right now. Serious, no jokes. Why have these dinosaurs got titties?
Because they couldn't find any dinosaur actors, so they just hired human actors as stand-ins.
I'll give you a potential example.
There you go.
You can put a dinosaur mask on a human.
Potential example.
Yeah, but
They're
it's
now
now... titties.
no, they're now in a.
If they're all men, just get men.
Yeah, but you need females in it as well.
Not because all dinosaurs look the same, and I know that's dino racist.
But
But
then
they
Daisy would
do.
also stand out.
But
Daisy
they
wouldn't have
do.
titties either. So, you know,
Why did the dinosaurs have titties?
I'll give you an
suspension of
answer. Lewis.
disbelief.
I will give
the
you an
eggs
answer.
can't suckle.
Well, no. No, they don't need to suckle because eggs are left in the wild. Right, especially dinosaurs. They'd leave their eggs and bugger off and do their own thing.
Uh-huh.
Now they're all formed in one big society where
Because you've
it's
seen the
safe.
dinosaurs in the wild.
They're in one big society where it's safe. Therefore, they can look after their youngs without problems, and so give them better benefits.
The only other egg we see in the movie, apart from Daisy being born, is one trying to be snatched on the street.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that was her fault for taking it out in where everyone was fucking an acrobat for some reason.
But why did they have titties?
Because if you want
I
to give
told
your
you.
young the best chance,
No, I already told you what it is. They couldn't get any dinosaur actors, so they got human actors. And human actors have titties, so you have to fucking live with it.
Give me an in-universe reason
I don't know.
for why the dinosaurs have evolved titties. And when you give me a satisfactory
You don't
reason,
need-
I will stop saying titties.
Here we go. You don't need a reason because in universe they have titties. So therefore,
Don't accentuate the T's
titties.
just to piss me off even more than you already have.
Titties. In universe, so Cooper's kids, Wendy, she's got titties. There you
In
go.
this universe, the movie universe.
Yeah, well, it's drawing very loosely from a game.
1037.
Moving on.
1037.
We're not
Daisy...
even at Dinotopia yet. We
No, no.
shouldn't be talking about dino
No, we'll
titties.
get there. We'll get there. 1037. Daisy runs into Mario and Luigi, who help her out. And Luigi gets his serial killer eyes on. Yeah. Luigi gives her that, I'm going to kill you and wear your skin as a jacket face on.
Yeah.
Looking directly at Daisy.
Yeah.
Well, they offer a ride. And she says yes.
And then Mario joins in as well.
Yeah.
Just from off camera.
And the only thing we know that's going on in Brooklyn at this moment in time is girls are going missing. Please, get in my van.
Yeah. Hey, yo, you look in trouble. Get in my van, baby. And she does. She trusts these men.
She thinks it's a good idea.
These clearly creepy, murderous men. That was a bad move, Daisy. That was a bad move. Interesting it wasn't Peach, but Daisy.
Yeah, do we assume that Peach is the one that left the egg?
No.
Hey?
Technically, in canon, Daisy is a princess of a different kingdom, of the
Yes.
Sahara kingdom.
Oh,
Yes,
so this
I
ain't the
know,
Mushroom Kingdom.
So I guess this is not supposed to be the Mushroom Kingdom.
But he turns into a fungus.
He turns into a testicle, but we'll get there.
Hold on, what are you on about? Peach leaving an egg?
Whoever left the egg at the nunnery.
He's asking if it's Daisy, because
Ah.
if it was Peach.
Ah,
Princess
right.
Peach. 12:27.
It's probably explained in the half an hour worth of footage that was cut out of this movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I've been through that.
You poor child.
So 12:27.
Actually, you know what? Fuck you, I don't care.
We get that bouncy music again, that generic fiddly music. which does not make unfunny dialogue funny.
Where are you?
I think it's in the car ride. They're in the car ride taking Daisy back.
Okay, because I fell asleep until 23 minutes.
I don't blame you.
My next note is when they're in the tunnel and it gets flooded.
Okay.
Because the first thing you do when committing corporate espionage is to wear your branded workwear.
Yes.
Hey, it's the Scapelli guys. I know because they're wearing the branded shit.
I know like they're going on about an abandoned spot. I think like he takes Daisy, like Luigi takes Daisy on like a pseudo date, I think, and shows them the dig site. It's like, oh, no one's here. Yeah, it's abandoned. That means no one's here. Like, yeah,
No,
I know, mate.
He's walking her home and she lives at the dig site.
Oh right, yeah.
Or they're
that was
going
it.
through the dig site or something.
Yeah. And they seem to fail what the word abandoned means.
Then there's the corporate espionage, and they go home to Mario, call him all the way out to the dig site in order to save the dinosaur bones, which are definitely ruined by now because they've been flooded. And Mario has to tighten 2 bolts.
2 bolts, which, by the way, that's
I don't care if Luigi is an apprentice. Tighten the fucking bolts.
Can I point out,
Rule
right?
number 1 of being a plumber.
No.
Tighten the bolts.
As a man who has to use a wrench on a daily basis, that's not how you use a
You
fucking
are a
mason
British
wrench.
man.
That's not. You know how you fucking use one. You don't go to. That's not how you fucking tighten a bolt.
Daniel, you're a British man. Call it a spanner, like what you is.
Spanner. I'm sorry, a spanner. They call it a mason wrench, and that's not how you fucking use one of those.
No, true.
If I had a spanner.
Like
Spanner
that
in the
bar
morning.
moves up and down. Okay, designed so you don't have to sit there just moving it about. You can turn it, push it up, and just.
Yeah, but it's not good for dramatic purposes, Daniel.
But fuck this movie.
Yes.
Oh, I also just have written in bold letters, "Fuck Toad."
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You're a toad.
No, we're not at Toad yet. It's just good enough to
I'm not a
point
Toad.
that
It's
out.
just on the paper.
Yeah.
I had no space to put it down, so I just wrote it in a small section there.
At 27 minutes in, Exposition Hopper shows up
Oh, yes, he does.
to explain the plot. And thank God he
Monkey.
does, because I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
Every time he says the word monkey, it's ADR'd. The sound technician in this film, the last time he says monkey is the one way he actually said it when he's in Brooklyn. But the sound technician on this film said this film was the most ADR loop he's ever used in a film.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And
It's
yeah.
amazing.
yeah, every
I can
time he
tell.
says monkey, it's just so clear.
I can tell.
And it's so much, yeah.
What about ba-bomb?
Not the babam.
Ba-bomb.
Babam.
Ba-bomb.
But
Stop
also,
doing that.
also, plumber alert.
Plumber alert.
Plumber alert. Plumber alert.
Yeah.
Ah.
So they end up.
Exposition Hopper
Yeah.
shows up to tell us that 65 million years ago, a meteor hit Earth. This is the plot of the movie, okay?
Yeah.
65 million years ago, a meteor hit Earth. This is the plot of a Super Mario Brothers movie. 65 million years ago, a meteor hit Earth, wiping out the dinosaurs, or so we thought. What it actually did was force them into another dimension where they've continued to evolve, and they're running out of resources and plan to use a magic rock owned by Princess Daisy, who was hatched from an egg, to invade the human world, wipe out all mammalian life, and start there anew. And also there are characters called Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. I don't know what your problem is.
It's
Do you know what
almost
makes
as
it-
if they filmed that before they came up with the idea of putting the animated bit at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why the test screenings were confused. Do you know what makes a good, memorable movie?
Not
Titties.
this.
Like the opposite of convolution. There's aliens. There's an alien. Man kills you in your dreams. Fucking fight your way to the top of a building. The raid.
Boat's gonna sink.
Boat's gonna sink.
Brothers doing plumbing.
Javier Bardem.
God, I hate you so much.
So are we in the other world now? Where they enter Mad Max?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
They just go into Mad Max.
When Mario
Pretty
he
much.
falls through the rock, and all I can think of is like, "Little boy, you're going to hell." Like South Park the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, look, jump boots, bullet bills, ha 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 ha, Mario.
Swamp.
Reference.
Yeah.
You like this, right?
And the
Why are
whole-
you brandishing that knife at me?
And like Bob Hoskins doesn't stop shouting until he leaves this universe. What? Are you a policeman? Are you a cop? What are you doing? What's this? What's going on? So,
It's probably the alcohol.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, when they get transported, I'm just got, oh god, these graphics. I've seen more convincing graphics from a fucking Atari
Is the
than this
movie
film.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I fucking have. I
the movie-
know I could believe Indiana Jones on Atari 2600 over I can those fucking transformation graphics.
Does the movie want us to believe that that is what happens to Mario every time he goes down a pipe? Because why would he do it more than once?
It looked horrible.
Little boy, you're going to hell.
Oh yeah, I've got here as well. Why did King Koopa wax his hands?
What was that?
Wax.
Oh, yeah.
Why did he wax his hands?
'Cause he's a
I want an
germ
His
size.
hands
answer.
in wax.
I want an answer to this. Why did he wax his hands?
I have no idea.
So what?
All we know is
Don't give me sanitary reasons because he fucking
There is-
he washes his hands normally later on. So why did he fucking wax his hands?
There's no reason.
It really bothers me.
it's weird. It's yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Also, we're given no reason for him being a germaphobe. I assume it's because there's the fungus everywhere. I assume that just gives it a reason for him to be a germaphobe. But other than that, it's just occasionally he won't touch people. It's weird.
Toad.
Toad.
Toad's great. I love
Fuck
Toad.
Toad.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hello.
Hi.
Not the Toad we get in this movie.
He's a fucking activist in this movie.
He's a human busker with a spiral head.
Yeah, that's how you know he's Toad, because he's got the spiral.
Yeah.
Toad doesn't have a spiral head,
punch
does
you.
he?
I mean, I didn't pick up on that as a kid. I thought all Coopers were Toad as a kid.
What, you didn't
So-
pick up on the fact that I want to punch you as a kid?
I mean, I'd punch me as a kid. If I as a kid walked in here now, I'd fucking deck him.
In the Mario games, Toad is a little mushroom man. He goes hi and has like he likes treasure.
Mario!
Yeah, that's him.
Great racer.
And then in this movie, he's a man who does busking and immediately gets arrested.
Toad,
He has a harmonica.
Toad's not the one who likes treasure. That's Captain Toad. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
Different guy. Yeah,
By the way, they're genderless.
they are. Yeah, and their things on their heads are their heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cooper is King Cooper in this movie.
Yes,
Yes,
he's not
Nope.
Bowser.
But he's also got a sign up saying "Vote Cooper." Big old sign. Vote Cooper.
Because they
Yeah.
also call him President Cooper. What the fuck is he?
Are we so like? Have they got an elective monarchy?
No,
Like
No,
because
they've got
Malay-
a dictatorship.
Is
elective monarchies aren't voted by the people; they're voted by the peers.
see, I was thinking maybe Dino Hatton is like Malaysia
No,
or the Vatican.
no.
Those are the only two elective monarchies that I can think of.
No, it's probably just a dictatorship.
But seriously, what the fuck is that Toad? That ain't Toad.
I know. I think at this
Oh,
point,
well, that's not Toad, but that is King Cooper. That is Spike and Lemmy.
at this
or
point, I
whatever
just
it is.
wanted to point out the moment where I just lost all sense of what the fuck was going on was at 29:49, where I just, but what the fuck is going on? Old lady jackers, jumping boots. What the fuck is happening? What is happening?
Also, I
They
was
lose a
having
rock. They lose the rock.
I
He
didn't
gets
know what was
snatched by a
happening there.
lady.
Yeah, because if the only reason that old woman mugger works is because she's relying on our sensibility that old women are nice and they don't mug you in the street. But in that world, surely everyone would just mug you in the street. So her pretending to be a nice woman to these two people from out of town doesn't work.
It only works if those two people have never stepped into that world before in their lives. That's the only reason that mugging tactic works.
And why do they have titties?
Because old women got to have something going for them.
It feels like things happened off screen and we were just never shown or told about
There were
them.
script changes every day. That could explain it.
Yeah, that explains a hell of a lot for this film because it's
I think-
not cohesive.
The script was referred to as the rainbow script or something, wasn't it? Because of the daily page change,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, God.
script changes, different colours.
So they get arrested, right?
Well, no, because
Yeah.
one thing I've always known, I don't know if you guys have, but the thing they say about little girls is they never forget the first time they're kissed by a lizard.
This is ahead of now, isn't it?
Well, I just wanted to say it.
You jumped the gun. We've
But-
already got there. So they get arrested. They give you their full names: Mario, Mario, and Luigi Mario,
Mario, and Luigi Mario.
which are official.
They are now.
And I point out that's officially their names. I know you. I don't want to believe it either, and that's why I'm drinking heavily. But...
Face palm the pop thingy, pop filter.
There you go.
Pop thingy.
Pop filler.
Technically.
So they get arrested, and we get to see what happens with the Coopers, what the how the Coopers get made, and they are fucking terrifying. I'd like to point out.
You're ahead of me again.
Am I? Well,
I think you're ahead of me because 37:43. Bob Hoskinso asks
He's me.
Exposition Hopper, what single cell organism are you evolved from? And Hopper replies, Tyrannosaurus Rex. You know those giant single-celled T-Rexes? Those famously one-celled organisms, the
Wow,
T-Rex.
I missed that. I missed that entirely.
Yeah, because he said King of the Lizards, which is what that translates to.
The script is so bad.
Thing is, though, I've got literally moments after that at 38:36. Why is there baby shit on the floor?
Ah, no, that's
After
from a deleted
someone
scene.
got turned into a dog. Why is there so much baby shit on the floor?
That's from a deleted scene where they devolved someone so much they turned into primordial goo.
That wasn't primordial goo. That was shit.
Well, that's all they could work
That was
with.
poop. That was absolutely poop.
You mean this
Lewis,
movie
can you
would have had
confirm?
foreshadowing if they had left that scene in?
Yes.
Well, this movie might have been.
This movie is stupid.
No, it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have. I'm not finishing the sentence.
This movie is stupid. It's like it's in a rush to do nothing.
Yeah.
It's like it's trying really hard
It's
to
a very
not
fast
do a thing.
film.
It's
It does
not.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the fastest moving, slowest movie I've ever seen in my
Exactly.
life.
It's like quickly, gotta get to nothing.
So
gotta go fast.
They all
To
get
where?
arrested.
Nowhere.
Gotta go first.
Mario, Luigi Mario, and Toad all get arrested, and they do devolve Toad
Crack that whip.
Holy diver.
into a Goomba.
That's Dio, not
Fuck.
Devo. Fuck's sake. I gave
Ronnie
a Devo
James
reference.
Devo.
I said crack that whip.
Ronnie James Devo. That was his real name.
Christ. Sorry, Lewis. Go on.
Sorry,
I'm just saying. I just want to point out that number one, the Goombas in this movie are wrong, like everything else.
Yeah.
But also that I would have no problems with endangering Toad for a little bit of drama
Yeah.
if it was the Toad that we know from the games. Like this Toad, we've no connection to, no history with. Neither do our characters.
Mm-hmm.
Why should anyone care?
Because this is more closely linked to Toad from Neighbours than it is from the games.
What a pull. See now,
That might be the deepest cut we've had on the podcast so far.
no, see, how would you have done Toad? Would
From behind.
Would you?
Roughly.
Would you have got a lanky motherfucker, 6'5" dude to play Toad, or would you've got a child actor to play Toad?
I would have made him CGI Fungus Man, like as part of the King's entourage.
But
so
we
he
know
was
their
made of
CGI
fungus.
is shit, so that's not an option.
Oh yeah, but I'm using their budget. So...
I would have made him Warwick Davis.
Or Warwick Davis, he's a very good actor.
Yes.
And it would
I
have
reckon
been
he could
sad
pull
to
off a
see
Toad,
Warwick
yeah.
Davis in this degrade himself to be in a Mario Brothers movie.
Warwick Davis has done worse.
Yes. Warwick Davis in the hood.
Oh, God. You are right.
42 minutes, right? They escape the prison.
Yep.
They have a big car chase, big exciting car chase, lots of explosions and skiddings and sparks and all I can think is, how do I critique this movie? How can anyone critique this movie? It's like a stream of consciousness.
By pointing at it and yelling at what the weird things are.
It's hard because you,
No,
you have to
no.
push
That
past
is-
the insanity and being angry at the film and just go, okay, in a cinematic sense, why is this such a piece of shit? And I feel like that's the way to go into this.
Right, yes, right. How, though? How do we do that? Because this is such a movie. Like, we can cinema sins it to death, but how do you critique it?
Well, you have to look at the
I'm
shot.
going to try my hardest.
You have to
Yeah.
look at the shots, framing, angles, dialogue.
Well, that's all
acting,
shit.
Acting. Yeah,
Yes.
it's
How do we critique this? Well, you need to look at these things. It's all shit. Good
That's
critiquing,
my point,
Lewis.
though. How can you critique something so shit, so poorly done, so incoherent, so fast
You
yet
pick-
slow, so
Okay,
nothing.
so you put your baseline. It's all shit. What's the worst? And what rises above that shit line? Nothing. But what's the worst? And you go from there.
I don't know.
What have I got here?
There
Oh,
is definitely a worse though.
I have a little pop quiz for you. What's the money called in this world?
It changes. There's Cooper coins or
Yeah.
coupons.
Ah, he's got it right. Because I saw, I think it's like, oh, coupons. Get it? Coupons. Yeah,
So I'll take it you're in the club then, because that's where the
I'm
bounty
in the
was.
club.
Yeah, so this is where Bob Hoskins gets punched by Bertha.
Yeah.
How far ahead are you guys?
In the club.
We're out of the prison. In the
this
prison,
is
they go
really
straight to the
far
club.
ahead. No, it doesn't.
Bottle full of bud.
The prison doesn't go anywhere near the club.
Why? What happens after the prison? I don't remember.
After the prison, the idiots get evolved.
Oh yeah, I blacked out for
And
some
they
of
don't
this.
change, they just have a better lexicon
Yeah.
vocabulary.
No, for one scene they have a better vocabulary, and then it disappears because nothing happens with them.
Turns
Just fuck
out-
them.
All you need to be smart is synonyms and to speak clearly.
Although, hang on.
All you need is a thesaurus.
Deleted scene, in the club, they do a rap
In the
with some
club.
very long words.
Oh God, no!
All about the
No.
downfall of King Cooper.
Fuck. You cannot be serious with that.
Sadly, I am.
Oh my God!
Oh, fuck this movie.
So,
Fuck this movie for having those two as main characters. Fuck this movie and fuck you, Ashley.
I accept it
I'm,
lovingly.
I'm certain they've had more screen time than the Mario Brothers at this point.
This is
No,
fuck
They
this.
fucking
No,
definitely
no, no,
have.
no, no.
It matters
Would-
not the
so
content
tell
of
me,
your
Lewis,
speech
would
as
you
long as
rather-
you use synonyms, different words. And,
What would you
mate,
rather watch? Would you
tete-a-tete.
rather watch Super Mario or Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck.
Exactly. Fuck you.
Howard the Duck.
Yeah, even you know it's Howard the Duck.
Oh, do I?
Hold on. That doesn't mean you're off the hook for making me watch Howard the Duck. That doesn't absolve Howard the Duck of all its crimes. It's
You'll
still
grow to
a
love it.
fucking awful movie.
You'll grow to love it.
It's
Mario
just
Brothers or
ever
Keith
so
Lemon?
slightly less awful.
Oh, Mario Brothers. I would kill the person that put Keith Lemon on again in front of me.
I still have the DVD. Do you?
No, I cut that fucking thing. No, I didn't even cut it. I ripped it to pieces with my bare hands, and it felt good.
So yeah, I'm like again, I've no idea how you guys are in the club.
But what happens in
The
between?
bouncer let us in.
Also, if you need to fill up.
Bertha is the bouncer to that club. What's she doing dancing
Stop!
about
We're
with
not,
everyone
I'm
else?
not at the club.
Well,
We're not at
hurry
the
up
club.
and get to your bits then.
Wait, let me. Right,
Let me see your bits.
I've got 1, 2.
Pull your bits out.
There is
We'll talk
there is
about
at
it.
least 15 minutes
Well,
worth
say
of
'em
stuff.
then. So we can critique them.
53 minutes in, right?
Yeah.
Motherfucking movie. Either they're intelligent or not. These fucking spike in a year.
They're not. They just got big brains.
Because they just drive. They drive themselves off a cliff.
Yes. By shouting out wrong directions.
Was that scene meant to come earlier in the movie in a
No,
different
because
cut?
he's still talking bigly.
I have a question.
It makes no sense.
Correct.
I have a question.
No sense.
Lewis, focus, baby.
Why is the movie so loose?
Lewis, focus,
Because
baby.
the script
Focus.
changes every
have
day.
Why do these characters exist?
Because Shigeru Miyamoto.
Fuck you! Don't dirty your mouth with his name.
I have a question. Focus up. I have a question. Would those two characters be worse?
Bob Hoskins needs to jump on their heads.
Wait.
Jump on their heads, Bob, until they're nothing but
Lewis.
bone splinters and bloody pulp.
Lewis, calm down. Calm down. I have a question.
Like a Mario would.
I have a question for you.
What?
Okay. Would they be
They're
better or
poo
worse?
heads.
Would they be better or worse if they were played by Polly Shaw and Martin Short?
Martin Short's great.
You sure about that?
Yes. Martin Short has done some excellent stuff in his career.
Yeah, like.
Three Amigos,
Uh-huh.
his bit in Kimmy Schmidt season 1, and I
Mhm.
forget the rest of his IMDb.
Funny that.
Pronounced
So,
Imdub.
not that great then.
Say that again, Ash.
It's pronounced Imdub.
Sorry, it's Imdub.
So, answer my question. Pauly Shaw and Martin Short.
Hey Google,
Would they
you're
be
on airplane mode.
Which would they be better? Would they be better if they were played by those two?
Yes.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they
I
would.
can't comment. I have no idea.
Okay, good. I'm not going to explain those two. Go
I
on,
know,
what's-
I know who Paulie Shore is. Don't know the other one.
Oh, I feel sorry for you for knowing who Pauly Shore is.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Okay, your next one.
Okay.
After
okay.
the idiots.
Whew.
Very good. Very good. Come on, breathe. Push out that egg.
Fuck it. Let's just move on to the club scene. Why?
So you've got no good notes, is what you're saying?
No. I mean, like, I've got. Wondering why the movie was so loose. It's because they were doing the daily rewrites.
Yeah.
And Nintendo didn't need this.
Yep.
I know how Bob Hoskins and Leguizamo felt about
Yep.
this movie. We could talk more about the behind the scenes stuff, but fuck it, we'll just move on to the
so
club.
stuff we've already mentioned. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. So in the
No,
club,
there's more
In the
behind
club.
the scenes shit than the broken
So
fingers and
at
whatnot.
this point in the club, because there were a bunch of Mario sound effects, there was like, look, Mario things, music, costumes, ordering pizza, Mario things, right?
the laser gun, the Nintendo laser gun, which was fucking stupid.
What are they called again? The not
Super scopes.
Super
Yes.
Scope, that's the one. Thank you.
That's how they use a mouse. Is they point it at a screen, which is also a camera. So when you're ordering
Oh, not
pizza,
that
you're
gun
sticking
then.
up the pizza
Right.
there.
Okay.
That's the de-evolution gun was the
Yes.
thingy. But that's the point. The other gun, was that meant to be a flamethrower or a fireball launcher?
It was both. Because
How?
Well, no, it wasn't a flamethrower. The flame effects was there to show that a flame projectile has been launched, but it was
Okay.
very unclear.
No, it was very unclear.
Yeah, because
I couldn't-
sometimes they didn't even bother putting in the
Because
launch.
they looked really effective. It was like, you're like 20 foot away. Why are you trying to start a flamethrower that only goes like a foot?
Yeah, because then
One, get a better flamethrower.
those
Two,
were the weird
get closer.
ones. Those are the weird ones because they didn't add the projectile bit in that bit. So like when they're fleeing from the prison, they're like, "Oh, I'll shoot at you with a flamethrower," when actually they're trying to kill him.
I'll move the gun and then hopefully someone do some like shitty spark effects in it. I
Yeah.
guess you'll be shot at.
Father of the Bride. And Mars Attacks.
Cool.
Martin Short.
the.
Done some good stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yes, he would have been better. Fuck you. That's
you,
the
Liz.
point. Anyway, Big Bertha is a fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
gets-
not a fish in this movie.
Toad is a mushroom man.
That's not Big Bertha.
King Koopa's a turtle.
Mario and Luigi are Italian.
Are they
Yeah.
canonically Italian?
Canonically Italian, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Okay.
55 minutes in.
Well, is this
Movie-
after they dance and Bertha gets a hard-on for
Yes,
Mario?
yeah, come on if you want to talk about the club scene now. If you want to talk about the club scene now, fine.
About fucking time.
I mean, to be honest with the club scene, it's mostly
I'm
just
sorry,
EDM.
but you guys jumped 25 minutes ahead, and I just want to discuss this movie in detail.
Nothing
Yeah,
happened
I'm
in those
s-
25
I'm
minutes.
sorry we had all this productive talk about fucking Paulie Shore and Mark Short.
What fucking thing 1 and thing 2 got evolved?
No who gives a fuck about them?
Who gives a fuck about anything in this movie?
It's a good point.
The
Let's
three
carry
cunts
on.
talking about it. Carry on.
So yeah, like they have a dance. Oh, a dance off.
No,
Dance,
they
no,
dance.
normal dance.
They dance together.
No, well,
A slow dance.
I wouldn't call that dancing together.
You got married like a week ago. Did you and Sophie have a dance off for your first dance?
No, because there was love and care. There was hate in those eyes. Okay, that was not a dance.
Yeah, but also tell us about the film.
Ah, jokes. Yeah, so they have a dance, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm down with that." He stole the rock from me. He could smell what I was cooking and stole it from me, and now I got a good thing for him.
Who knows what fish think?
Right, and they help him escape after those fucking disgusting Koopa Troopers come in.
Pooper troopers.
Like,
Goombas.
it is
Goombas.
Goomba.
very, very hard to look at them and not think that they are just freakish.
See, I hated them as a kid, but I kind of like looking at them now. They're funny.
They're not funny.
They're funny, but they got the
Awful.
big goofy grins.
You got one that's
There's
got a
some-
harmonica.
Because that's how we know it's Toad.
That's Toad.
Yeah.
There's some pretty good puppeteering in this movie.
It's Yoshi's puppeteering.
Yeah.
The actual Spielberg's team came down to check him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually like a lot of the production design in this movie is pretty good stuff. It's sorry for the most part, it's a all right to good looking movie.
No,
No.
It is.
no,
It is.
no.
No, it's a dirty film that's trying to be Blade Runner.
Because they had the guy who did Blade Runner build the set.
Here's a thought.
Yeah, and
When you're
he
making
won
a
an
movie
Oscar
about a
now.
video game, Mario, that's colourful and bright, don't hire the guy from fucking Blade Runner to do your sets.
Yeah,
Just a
no,
thought.
it's a completely wrong choice. But the movie on its own, for the most part, looks fairly good. The production design is good. The puppeteering is good. There is a lot of good.
I will give
Not-
you the puppeteering
not-
on Yoshi, nothing else.
The Goomba's faces. There's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff going on in there.
I couldn't look at them.
There's not a lot. There's like 3 movements, but
It takes a lot. There's a lot of wires to make those 3 movements happen.
3 wires. But also, we've just
It
glossed
just-
part.
It just
glossed
makes me
over
more
the-
angry.
We've glossed over the most malicious bit of the film,
Mm.
where everybody walked the dinosaur
Why do they have that song?
in the club.
Why do they have that song?
Why do
Because
they
they're
have an
dinosaurs.
Earth song
Why did
from
Dino-
humans
Dino
in the
have to have that
dinosaur
Because
song?
world?
Michael Jackson doesn't exist in that reality, so there is no Earth song. That's how
Yeah,
it sounds when
I
you
believe that was a
devolve
lyric
Lewis.
in the song.
We've just Ronnie James devolved Lewis.
My next note comes at 1 hour and 9 when they're actually in the elevator swaying the Cooper.
Yes,
Goombas.
so does mine.
Because up to that point,
I'm still in the nightclub.
Okay.
Oh, you want to talk about the nightclub now, do you?
What more you got to say about a nightclub?
Tell us
'Cause-
more
Well,
about the
firstly, I want to
nightclub.
say that Yoshi looks like 98 Babyzilla.
Okay.
Does. But I don't know if you guys had this or not, but like a usual nitpick of a nightclub scene would be, how can they hear each other talking normally over the loud music? They're not even shouting. Did you guys, how was the mix on your, could you hear Big Bertha and Mario talking over the music?
Yeah.
Really?
Mum's fine.
Well,
Okay.
they didn't really talk much when they were dancing. You mean afterwards?
No, while they were dancing, or like Mario and Luigi talking, like planning before then.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah,
couldn't hear a fucking thing.
with
I
that,
don't know what
you
it
with
was.
your wonderful sound system.
I don't know what it was. I had to double check, make sure I wasn't playing it in 5.1. I wasn't. I had it in stereo. I had the headphones in.
Yeah,
So it was just me. Fine. Okay.
my mix was fine.
Moving on.
Oh yeah, and they had that whole like, here's the football plan to throw the necklace back and forth.
Yep.
And they fucking give it to the bad guys. So here you go. It's a fucking great plan that, and then they run off like the crystal doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What? I guess nothing matters now.
Nothing has ever mattered. We
Nothing
watched
really
Super
matters.
Mario.
Right. Go on. You were at like, what, an hour and 6?
The elevator.
Hour and 9 in the elevator. They
The slowest.
sneak in. They make the pipes cold,
Don't.
and then they get their costumes. Which, by the way, they were in the wrong colours the entire movie
Yeah.
Mostly,
up
yeah.
till the last like 4 hours. This movie is 1 hour 45, including credits.
They put those uniforms on 66 minutes in. That's over halfway.
And
through
they
the film.
hero shot the costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
for the box
we
art.
should be impressed. They look like shit.
Look, we got the colours
like
right.
cheap knockoff fancy dress store shit.
Yeah.
Because they were. They were clearly cheap knockoffs. Anyway,
I
shit,
could get something better than that for £10 on eBay.
Shit, go down to Poundland, get what you can. We need costumes. Oh,
You had $40 million movie.
how much of that do you reckon went on coke and alcohol?
I don't think the studio supplied that.
Again, how much of that do you think went on coke and alcohol?
Yes.
And they ride up the elevator,
The slowest elevator in the world.
the slowest elevator in the world, and they just gently start swaying them.
It's yet another thing where Luigi is
Luigi.
is given the powers of foresight. So it's like at the beginning of
It's
the film, it's
me,
like
John Luigi.
You killed
John
my
Luigi
dog.
Mario.
I come for revenge.
So yeah, it's given the foresight. Oh, we have to go down this alleyway. This will get us here quicker. I've got a feeling about it. Or yeah, we have to make this Goombas dance. Everyone likes dancing. He's just given these magical powers of clairvoyance in weird stages.
It's a superpower.
Yeah.
It's a very useful, plot
Yeah.
convenient superpower.
Luigi, he can jump higher and further than Mario, and he has weird clairvoyant stages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Captain Bullshit.
and a 3-inch penis.
The bad lady stabs Babyzilla.
Yeah, fucking right in the neck. But to be fair,
What the fuck?
Baby Zilla was gonna eat her.
I don't care. This is a kids' film, and that's
Like,
a cute baby Zilla.
he
It's
was
an
gonna-
R-rated film. Also,
He was gonna rip her leg
Was.
off and start devouring her.
also
Like,
Yoshi
he was a
famously.
fucking savage. He was gonna eat the shit out of her.
Yoshi will do in the games. Yoshi eats fucking everything.
Yeah, and
Yes.
then he'll de-evolve her back into an egg.
He'll poop her out. Yeah.
And then if you just struggle to control her a little bit, you can break back out and normally do an up smash.
Or then she'll get hit by something. She'll turn into a bubble and start crying, and then he has to go and poke her with a tongue.
Oh, yeah.
The point is, she stabs him in a kids' film.
Yeah, in the neck, might I point out. Just right in the neck.
He's both a baby and a pet.
And he survives.
She stabs a baby pet.
That's one tough dinosaur.
He does have reptile skin.
He does.
That's the equivalent of your bad guy stabbing a puppy in a movie.
So, at this point,
Awful.
everyone's just dicking around because the movie has no end point. I thought the tower was the end point, but no, it dicks around for a bit in the tower before it actually has the end. And you meet Daisy's father, who's a testicle.
He is a
He's just a testicle.
he's an undescended testicle.
That's
Oh
all
no,
he is.
an occasionally descending testicle.
He's getting hot and
He's
cold
an
all the
ascending,
time.
descending testicle.
Temperature changing all the time. He's got to regulate. Got to regulate.
Roll up, see the magical, wonderful, ascending, descending testicle.
King Bollock.
That's all I could think about. It's like, oh, why? Why did you choose? Why did you choose a testicle?
And she calls it Daddy.
She calls it that. Oh, that's a new. That's a new meaning there.
Also, listeners, you now know what Dan's testicles look like. Just the one coming out of a shaft covered in ooze.
Out of a shaft.
A giant white testicle coming out of the ceiling over a throne.
Yep.
That's my balls.
Covered in gunk.
Covered in gunk and can deliver bombs to people.
Often referred to as a fungus as well.
Well, I am quite grody. What can I say?
Anyway, come on, King Testicle, what we got to say about him?
Nothing other than he's a testicle.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Why even put him in the film? Why don't you just have him locked up?
what's his name?
Lance Hendrickson.
Okay. But,
Lance Armstrong.
Fucking Lance Hendrickson is his name.
yeah, but have you seen?
Shows up for 3 lines.
Yeah, and then he just waits there for another 2 seconds going, right, I'm done.
No, I know, it's so angry.
And it was his idea, so when he becomes a human again, it was his idea to cough out the rest of the fungus,
Yep.
which was just Rice Krispies in his hand.
I could tell on the Blu-ray.
Yeah, good.
Wait, he wasn't re-evolved. Why did he turn? Why did he come back from being a ball?
Thank you, because
Oh, trap card!
you walked into it.
You activated my bear trap.
Right, I can now actually reveal that this film does have a sequel.
Don't reveal that yet.
Well, no, I have to for this.
Okay.
Because the film has a sequel, and this sequel clears up who this king is and how he became a human.
Full of shit.
His name is King Reznor.
What?
Not a
in
clue.
As in Trent.
Yeah, damn it! By 1 second, you beat me by a second.
Not a clue. And the actual quote from that sequel is King Reznor saying to Mario. Mario's like, hey, we never saw you, blah, blah. And then King Reznor says, oh yes, when the dimensions crossed, it sent a surge of radiation through the city's grid that overloaded the Devo computer system. The machine then rebooted using my stored genome.
And reverse the polarity of the neutron flow.
What a shitty sci-fi film this is. It's meant to be
Sorry,
a
no,
fantasy
no.
kids film.
Oh god.
Reclassify that statement, please. What a shitty film this is.
It is a sci-fi.
I don't want this
I don't
film
care
in any
about the genre.
I don't want it
It's
in any
just
of
a
them.
shitty film. It's not a shitty sci-fi film. It's just a shitty film.
It's
It doesn't
an
matter what the
R-rated-
genre is.
It's an R-rated children's sci-fi film.
It's not an R-rated. It was once written as an R-rated. That is not the script that they filmed.
with Bruce Willis,
And I might have been even more angry if it was
And
R-rated.
Blade. Ugh. Bruce Willis and Blade Runner.
You can't even bring
I
yourself
can't
to say
get it
it
out.
because you know it's a
Vomiting as I
lie.
say it.
Also, Bruce Willis was meant to be in this film.
Yeah, I know. As a
The-
cameo as John McClane.
Yes, the first
fuck
script had him in the Cooper Tower in the air ducts.
Just fuck off. Fuck, I'm gonna throw something at you eventually. Just
I didn't write the script.
you made me watch the film. So they leave the tower, right? They're done with the tower part.
No.
Which no.
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 118, Mario that remembers Daniela exists.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Oh, God,
Mario's
yeah.
girlfriend.
We haven't even talked
Remember?
about her. She has a girlfriend.
She has a girlfriend.
She has a girl. Fuck it, I'm sticking with it. She has a girlfriend. Mario has a lady.
And we must go and rescue her. Why does she exist? Because the movie has forgotten about her for a full hour.
I
'Cause
genuinely.
she can be the one Brooklyn girl we care about.
Do you know what would have been kind of smart if she was Pauline? That would have at least been a nice little nod to other
Yeah,
like
could have
Super
been.
Mario fans.
This
But it's not, so fuck me.
Or
This
Peach
movie
could
is
have been a human
half an
person
hour
from
too
Brooklyn.
long.
This movie is an hour and 45 minutes and 46 seconds too long.
Yeah, that. So
That including credits.
right, so Mario goes to rescue Daniela,
Yeah.
and he has the high ground,
As Obi-Wan with a test is the way to go.
and he has he has stealth on his side, and he has the perfect opportunity to jump on a Goomba's head, and the movie fucking misses it. The movie is a series of missed opportunities, one after the other. We haven't even talked about the bombs and thwomps.
They weren't actual thwomps, were they?
No, sorry, not bombs. Bullet bills.
Bullet
and
bills.
No,
thwomps.
bullet bills.
There's a bomb in the movie.
There is a bomb, but thwomps in this movie, as opposed to being giant blocks that crush you, are moon boots powered by bullet bills, as opposed to being a giant bullet that chases you, as a tiny bullet that powers a boot.
Yes, I don't see where the confusion is.
Mario.
Swing your hips from side to side. Come on and do the Mario.
Swing your arms, Dan. Swing your arms. There's
I
one
don't-
thing you needed to do to be a Mario.
I have
If he
3
wants
bits
to
in. I don't give a
swim-
fuck.
If he wants to add a little spice and swing his hips, let him swing his hips.
Shake your tail feather to side to side.
I'm gonna keep drinking. I don't give a fuck about this movie. Okay, you have any more about the bullshit tower?
Actually, I have
Tower
to.
Baby.
I have to do a bit of a PSA, ladies and gentlemen. Dan's moved on from the Niera Cevada and is now drinking Aela Sartois. So we cannot be responsible.
Non-sanctioned beer.
Yes, I did not bring it for him. Now he's married. He can drink the wife beater. It seems to be how it's going. So,
Don't make accusations. I'll sue you.
bring it.
I mean, you pissed me off enough with this film. I'll start the fight.
So yeah, I'm out the tower. Come on.
Okay.
I have no more notes other than facts. I gave up writing notes at this point.
So the climax.
This is your episode.
It's stupid. I don't like it.
I've said that for the past 12.
Right. So the climax is in the streets because clearly they ran out of set and budget. And had to
This
just
was
fucking
the only
reuse
set
it.
they had.
They had 4, and the Brooklyn streets do not count.
No, because those are locations.
Exactly.
This was the main set that they built inside a concrete factory.
So they have the fight. It's like they open the portal. No, that was it. They have this fight. They go chasing. They have a de-evolve ray. Mario fights King Koopa in the little floaty thing because Mario, guys.
Okay.
Oh, was that meant to be a reference
Yes,
to
meant to be that. That is meant to be a reference to his little floaty
the propeller thing?
bowl
Yeah.
that he sits in some of them, and like Mario's like swinging off it like it's fucking gladiators.
Mhm.
And then eventually it's it's the evil girlfriend of King Koopa that has the crystal. And she
Yeah.
puts it in and she gets fucking annihilated against the wall.
Yeah.
Very brutal.
And they keep her there throughout.
Yeah, very brutal. It's like there's this like, oh, shocking end for her. It's like, she just died, Luigi. Come on, fucking hell, Luigi. You just saw a woman get electrocuted so hard her bones became part of a wall.
Yeah, she's just going to
Give
end
it
up
up.
becoming a ghost and he'll suck her up with his Hoover.
I'm going to say suck
Sorry,
her off.
Brand name, vacuum cleaner.
I'm going to say suck her off then.
She's a ghost. It's very difficult. Harold Ramis can attest.
No, that attitude.
An hour and 28 during this Cooper and Mario showdown.
And bollocks is happening. And Brooklyn girls, come with me. Why? Because I said so. Okay.
They all know Mario.
I give the movie this. I write it for as loyal to the source material as it's been. The showdown with Mario and Cooper seems pretty faithful. It's on a bridge. They're one-on-one, shooting and dodging fireballs. I then continue. I wrote this note before the scene played out in full, expecting that's what we would see. But once again, this fucking movie, with the low-hanging fruit right there, one fireball is all it would have taken to get this right. to make it semi-faithful showdown between Mario and Bowser, Koopa, whoever the fuck. Fuck this film.
Did you like it, Lewis?
Let's not forget, he sets, because a lot of nothing happens in this end bit. He sends the bomb off, and it does a long fucking trip
Takes
round
so
to blow him
long.
up.
Such a long fuse on that tiny
For
bomb.
something that doesn't kill him, that just mildly inconveniences King Koopa.
Throws him up in the air.
Yep. Into a bowl.
Everyone runs away from that bomb, but its blast radius seems to be 10 feet directly upwards.
Yeah. All it effectively seems to be is something that can just launch you up in the air for a better high jump.
Yeah.
That's it. Anyway, so he gets transported into the real world when what's her name puts
By
a bit,
Thanos.
by Thanos. But the evil lady puts the bit of meteor into the meteor, because that's still kicking around, by the way, guys. And she dies immediately because only Daisy can withstand the blast.
No,
Sure.
Sure.
And he turns up in the real world and he de-evolutionizes. What's his name? Scapelli.
De-evolutionizes.
right, yeah.
De-Evolution X.
Ronnie James Devolution X is him.
And he goes, monkey.
Monkey.
Yeah, and he says, the one monkey. He says,
The one monkey, he says the whole film. And then it gets reversed by
Chimps are an ape.
Luigi. Yeah,
Just saying.
I know. At this point,
It's not Planet of the Monkeys, is it?
This film spawned that franchise.
At this point, I was like, fuck it, I don't care anymore, fine. And then Luigi does a thing and, plumber tools his way out of the situation. He gets transported back.
Gotta always trust your tools, Dan.
Yeah. And then the bomb comes and blows... No, wait. Was that bit? I don't remember. He gets super evolved up into a part... No, he gets de-evolved down into a dinosaur.
Yeah.
This is very confusing. Bear with me, everyone. He gets de-evolved down into a dinosaur.
Wait!
And then goo. Yeah?
Wait!
We're waiting.
Back at the prison,
Yes.
Mario pushes Koopa into the devolution chamber,
Yes.
and we get a very ominous shot of Koopa's eye going all reptile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing comes of that because at
No.
the end they devolve him with a gun.
Why
Yeah.
is he not devolving over time throughout the film?
Well, here's the thing. He was only in there
'Cause
for a
fuck you.
second. So maybe all it did was devolve his eye.
What was the point of it then?
Toad was only in there for a
it had
second,
no point.
and then he had completely different makeup and costume on.
He was also 4 foot taller.
Exactly.
Oh!
And then,
Toad,
yeah, he gets gooified by the end, de-evolved, and that's that. And then
Yeah.
they all go back to Brooklyn.
And
And
everybody
That's the end of that
cheers.
chapter.
And I would like to know why they all cheer. Why everybody in Dino Hatton cheers. Have we had any indication that these people were
None
oppressed?
at all. Also,
We
we,
had
have
from
no
Toad.
opposition to the vote of King Koopa.
we had from
Yeah.
Toad, who was openly against King Koopa,
and the two goons.
and the two dickheads.
when
Have we
they
had any
became-
indication that things were better under the old king?
No. Why does nobody panic when King Koopa turns up and turns a man into an ape? Why does everybody laugh instead of freaking out about a man
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
de-evolved in person?
And
To a
Scapelli's
monkey.
goons are like, "Hey, boss, I'm gonna carry you around
it was
now."
That man can't be human anymore. He's been de-evolved by millions of years.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Hello.
Fuck
He
you.
can be.
Wipe
Take
that
him back.
fucking smile off your face.
Take him back through the universe portal.
Lewis, will you go into my kitchen and get the knives?
The good one, please.
I'd much rather do it like bare fist.
Bare fist? I'm going to get my hammer.
I'm jumping on his head.
No, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm getting my crowbar. I'm going to fucking Joker your ass with it.
Mate, I'm open enough for you as it is.
Fucking kill you.
Lance Hendrickson.
I love you, Dan.
Lance Hendrickson is the king.
Yeah, he comes back to normal when everything, the portal closes and King Koopa gets de-evolved and,
He used to be better than that.
well,
Used to.
this movie begs to differ.
And then the movie wraps up with a Back to the Future rip-off end scene.
Mario.
Like, Mario, Luigi Mario, you gotta come back to Dino Hatton. It's your kids. Something's gotta be done about your kids.
You won't believe what's happening. What's happening? Something incredible in the sequel.
Where are we going? We don't need no roads.
Swing your head. So sad to say.
And then,
Yeah.
did you guys watch the end of the credits?
What?
What happened in the credits? 'Cause
Oh, fuck! No! I'm the only one that saw it!
No, here's the thing, right?
Spike and Iggy get a post-credit scene!
What?
What? No, wait, because I went through. I don't remember seeing it. Maybe it was just cut from
Was
my
it added
version.
on the Blu-ray?
I don't know if it was especially on the Blu-ray, but Spike and Iggy get a post-credit scene, and they're like, "What about this? Listen to this.
Yes,
The
two
Super Cooper
fucking
Cousins."
people from the fucking Japanese game company come along and like, oh, we want to make a game about your exploits, and they're fucking
Holy hell.
cunts.
I remember
You
this from a
hadn't.
kid now, and I didn't see it this time round.
If I didn't, this was so full of beer, I'd crush it and throw it at you.
Oh yeah, don't want to waste your wife, Peter. Because you
Which-
need to use it later.
Which
Fucking hit you so hard.
asshole
Hello.
let Spike and Iggy have so much screen time? Which bumhead said that these two guys are the best thing in this movie? Like,
By the way,
there would have been screenings, there would have been executive viewings. Like, were the executives like mentally challenged 2-year-olds?
Yes, Annabelle Janko and Rocky Morton.
Those were the directors.
They,
I know they were.
but I'm going to place the blame on them.
by the way,
That's
we,
probably libelous
we
and
forgot
slander.
to
They're
point
not really.
out
I
the
know
fact
that.
that Mario and Luigi go wandering in the desert and run into the dickheads there.
No, I mentioned that because they drive off a cliff. That's what happened before the club.
See, this is how much I fucking hate this movie that I just blacked that part out. Even your description of it.
Oh God.
So that's it. Then you're done after that.
God.
Yes, do you want to know some facts that we haven't already spewed about this?
Yeah, come
You're a
on.
horrible
Phil.
person and I hate you.
So, people who were given the chance and turned down to play the role King Koopa: Michael Keaton, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think kind of obviously Danny DeVito was first in line to play Mario.
Naturally.
He refused to sign without seeing a script, so it didn't happen.
That's a smart move. Wait, so did Bob Hoskins and John
These-
Leguizamo sign without seeing a script? Stupid motherfuckers.
These actors with their demands.
Bob Hoskins was after DeVito. He was the third choice.
I know who the second choice was.
choice was Mr. Thomas Hanks.
Really?
Yep. And they said he didn't have enough star power to pull it off, so...
Wow, fuck you.
To be fair, this was like after the Burbs and Jovo versus. This was before
right,
Forrest
yeah.
Gump and Philadelphia.
Philadelphia was the thing he immediately did
Yeah.
afterwards, which is a
And
bit of
an
a kick in the
Oscar for.
teeth. Yeah.
Do you know what? That may have been the biggest bullet dodged in his life. Maybe a
Bullet
bullet
Bill.
bill.
Hey!
My insides.
Harold Ramis was meant to direct. Didn't want to know.
Oh yeah, Harry Ramis going to direct this. I'm going to what? No. Eat shit.
And that's it. That's my facts. Well done. Happy birthday, everyone.
Oh god. So in conclusion, it was alright.
Wait, sequel.
Oh my God, Dan, leave him alone. Get off Ashley. His face. Oh my God, his face.
My beautiful baby face.
I'm going to wear it as a condom.
Oh, that would work so well.
I get to literally face fuck you.
Because Ashley has a tiny face.
True. Although you'll have to stitch up the nostril and the eyes holes and stuff and the ears.
Nah, more pleasure.
Oh, true.
Last
Wow, that was dark. That was really
last
dark.
stitch through the nostril.
There we go. Cool back.
Gotta make sure you gotta have a one-handed man to help do it.
Yeah. Right.
So the official
Lazy shit.
sequel that was planned
Yes. Come on. Tell us why this movie is a false start.
for the Mario Bros.
The Mario Brothers.
Was for Mario and Luigi to return with Daisy to battle Donkey Kong.
Your face.
Shit.
Carry on. I think someone's gonna be doing a rewrite very quickly.
That's all we've got. It's just that was the plan.
That was all they had.
That was all they had. It was, yeah, we'll probably come back and Donkey Kong will be there because more Nintendo.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Is he in your sequel?
Might be.
He might be in mine too.
Might be his 6-word sequel that he has. That he
So-
told me.
I've mentioned there is an official sequel, a canonical
Yes,
sequel.
tell us about this one.
Yeah, go on.
2013, one of the 10 writers of the Mario Bros. Movie, created a comic strip called Super Mario Bros. The Film 2. Or Super Mario Bros.
Did you say 10 writers?
There were 10 writers.
I just glossed over that. What?
Oh, yeah.
Two were dunked in the pit, so 2 were credited as being the lead writers,
Yeah,
but they
That's the way Screenwriters Guild works. First 2 to touch the script get the credit.
there we go. But overall, there were 10.
Oh my god.
Hence why it changed every day.
But it doesn't show, does it?
You wouldn't seamless.
It's completely blurred.
But actually,
Like Buffalo Bill in his suit, seamless.
here's where I may draw a bit of ire here, because this comic is in universe, does take everything from the first film, and works with it. So,
Right.
Wart from Super Mario 2
Mm.
is the main antagonist of this comic.
Okay.
Him and his army of shy guys on Dino back,
Right.
as they do in the games, they don't, are invading. So that's when we get the flashback of Daisy coming back to Brooklyn. Mario and Luigi are there making dinner with Mario's girlfriends, and he's watching TV talking about the Mario Bros. Being Super Mario Bros. And then Daisy comes and they tool up. So they tool up and they go back through the wormhole thing, and they basically come back and help fight Walt and his army back through their wormhole, because there's more than one wormhole now and they all converge on this place.
Mhm.
Then they meet King Trent Reznor, and Daisy and Luigi
Day is exactly the same.
get their Mac on, and then Walt comes back again, and Mario and Luigi save the day again. The end. It's not a very good comic. I don't like it. But that's an official canonical sequel,
Okay.
and
It sounds like instead of working with all the material from the first film, they completely ignored it and did what they wanted to do. And just shoehorned in what they could.
Wart is a human. He's not a toad monster man. Shy Guys don't ride dinosaurs, but apparently they do now. And those masks are like robotic masks. Toad from the prequel, Toad from the first film, the coming back into being evolved again has some side effects, so they all have to wear robot armor to keep them alive. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it sounds stupid.
Sounds perfectly in line with the movie then.
It does, which is stupid. The movie is stupid. The sequel is stupid. It's meant to kind of
Did you read the comic?
yes.
I'm glad that you imposed that upon yourself. You deserve it.
I flicked through it, but yeah, I did. I read it to the end.
Deserve a kick in the nuts.
Maybe. So, guys, if you were gonna do a sequel,
My insides are black.
how would it be, Lewis?
You want mine first?
I do. I want yours first.
Right.
No time to rewrite.
No time to rewrite at all. Okay. So my sequel pitch, I was very confident with my sequel pitch before you told me about why this movie was a false start. My sequel pitch is 6 words. It's Donkey Kong, but the raid.
Okay. Okay.
It's in universe and in line with this movie. It's Donkey Kong, but the raid. And it's called, I haven't thought of the title, Super Mario Brothers, the movie, Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wonderful. I love it. And somehow I'm sure it's gonna win.
Fucking better.
Fucking bastards. Damn.
And I
what's
put a
yours?
Deadpool in it.
My one, right. So, this may be the most effort I think I've ever put into a sequel pitch.
Fucking hell.
10
That's
minutes.
Saying,
10
that's saying
minutes
something
in,
considering the past year.
10 minutes in, I knew exactly how I wanted this film to go with my sequel. Okay,
My
so,
hopes are at a mid-ground.
so I've had to, obviously, we lost Bob Hoskins recently, so he can't come back for the film.
What?
We don't have to set it now. We can set it like 3 years after.
What
That's what I'm doing.
well,
Bob
no, what I
Hoskins
decided to do
is
is I decided to recast.
in mine. Okay.
I've recast everyone.
Okay.
Okay, so
To be fair, Hoskins and Leguizamo were not returning.
True.
no, so you guys, I hope you appreciate that the casting choices I've made in in this film, right?
I'm
So-
not gonna stand for this.
Okay,
Whatever you're
so
gonna pull out now.
I'm gonna read this as I wrote it. Mario and Luigi, played by Danny DeVito and Peter Crouch, get a call from the Mushroom Kingdom.
Peter Crouch would have been 3 years old.
But we can use modern actors. We're in the modern times. It's 2018, year of our Lord. Anyway,
Also, not an actor.
and
Okay.
right, they get a call from Mushroom Kingdom that Princess Peach, played by Zoe Deschanel, has been captured by Bowser, played by Andy Serkis.
Ah.
Because it's going to be actual CG
Cool.
Bowser. The Mario Bros head down to the magic pipe to rescue her. Okay. When they arrive, they are joined by Magic Cooper, who's going to be played by Jim Parsons.
Okay.
Guys, he looks so smug.
Okay,
He looks so smug.
like he kidnaps them on behalf of Bowser. See, what it is Peach wasn't actually really in trouble. It was a fake message sent to them. You see, because obviously they're kind of they're heroes these days.
I think I'm following.
So
He's,
they
o-
get
he's
taken-
only put this much effort in because he's got Nintendo behind it.
That's not true at all. He says with 3 Nintendo tattoos on his arm. They get taken to his laboratory where he plans to make them evil.
Turns him into Samus's morph ball.
So during this evilfication, something goes wrong, and the bad parts of Mario and Luigi are removed from them, creating 2 new people. So sort of, Jekyll and Hyde almost. They make Wario and Waluigi. And Wario is going to be played by... Who is that? Wario played by James Gandolfini.
Who's
He's
dead?
dead. Oh, I'm not going to have Bob Hoskins, but James Gandolfini can come
Yeah, I didn't check that he was alive. But fuck it, we're going with it.
in. So this is Waluigi, not Wario.
Checking his
that's Wario.
IMDb.
Right.
He's not made anything since 2013. He must be on a long break.
It's a very specific place this movie takes time in. And then
Where
Waluigi...
Peter Crouch isn't a child. Gandolfini is alive, but Hoskins is dead.
Yes, exactly. It's very specific. Anyway,
Hoskins died after Gandolfini.
Yep.
anyway, Waluigi is going to be played by Antonio Banderas.
Okay.
Magic Cooper decides that this can still work. I've got 2 evil people. And he sends them out in the world to cause havoc while pretending to be the Mario Bros. So we can either have this being, he causes havoc in the real world or he causes havoc in the Mushroom Kingdom. Either one. I haven't quite decided which one what I wanted to do. Because by that point in time, the Mario Bros, they become kind of well-known heroes. Everyone knows them as, dimensional hoppers and, saviors and doing good things. Anyway, so they're both left alone in the lab to rot, effectively, when Peach comes to the rescue with Yoshi, who is voiced by Alan Tudyk.
Of course.
The gang then goes on a mission to hunt down the evil brothers and save both the Mushroom Kingdom and Brooklyn from ruin. Let's see. Eventually, they capture them and start to have a heart-to-heart with their evil selves, who just needed the power of friendship to show them the error of their ways.
Do they invite them racing?
No.
Do they play tennis?
No. All
they
6
go
of our
to the
heroes
Olympics
head to
with someone?
Bowser's castle to face him once and for all. A big showdown between Team Mario and Bowser, played by Josh Brolin,
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
and Magic
Well,
Cooper.
Andy Serkis was Bowser.
Yeah, I changed actors.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
I changed actors midway through.
Halfway through the pitch.
Yes, I did.
For the picture of the film, I want you to have both of those in the film.
Yes,
Good.
yes. And Magikarp Bowser and Magikarp takes place, where Wario and Waluigi sacrifice themselves to take out Magikarp. Finally, Mario and Luigi take out Bowser by cutting the bridge ropes with an axe, because obviously they had the last fight on an axe, and they cut the bridge, and thus dropping him into lava and saving the day. Finally, the Mario Bros head home to relax after saving the day. I even have a post-credit scene. We see a giant sword fall from the sky into the Mushroom Kingdom. We focus on it, and suddenly it opens its eye. And the last words we hear are, "My turn." I set up for a third film.
Please tell me how this is in universe. Where did Daisy go?
Thank you.
Where did Daisy go?
Yes.
Who
Daisy's
plays
not-
Daisy?
Daisy's not with them on this mission.
But she was the one who brings them into it.
Yes, but this isn't directly afterwards. This isn't following from there.
The
It's a couple
only
missions
in-universe
later.
thing I got was Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It all
Do you
takes
want to
place.
disqualify him? It's your show.
I mean, it makes it easier for me.
Oh, you go about that.
50-50.
Where's
50-50
Donkey Kong in
chance.
the universe?
Nintendo universe. I will ask.
Yeah, where's he in canon universe? The dinosaur.
For some reason, I'm going to allow Donkey Kong to fly.
Donkey Kong has taken over Dino Hatton and takes Daisy up
Well, I
Cooper's
didn't say
Tower.
all of these were going to be actual characters. It's going to be in the dinosaur universe, of course.
I'm going to allow it, but
I'm
I'm
just
going to
gonna
ask
fucking
the
allow it.
audience to consider it. It shouldn't be allowed. Do not vote for it.
Consider it, audience. Don't
Consider
vote
it.
for it.
Consider it
It's
because I
not
put
allowed.
so much effort in for you.
I put some
We'll
effort
put it on the
into
Twitter poll, but
And
don't
he
vote
put
for it. Don't
6
allow it.
words in, going, "Oh yeah, I'll be a monkey." It's not actually
Correct.
connected in any way. It's just a monkey.
I agree with you,
If
Dan.
you want me to elaborate,
No,
I
no,
will.
no. People, don't vote for Dan. It's out of universe. And don't vote for Lewis because he put no effort into it.
I put a
I'm
lot
now
of
going to
effort
show
into
my
it.
sequel.
Fuck
Wait,
you,
I need
motherfucker.
to
I
give a
put a
title.
lot of effort into it.
Give me a title.
Let's see. Super Mario Bros. Super movie.
Okay.
Do you know how difficult it is to boil a pitch down to 6 words?
I did it with Deadpool.
To have an elevator pitch that takes less than a floor.
I can do less.
Go on in.
Lewis gets kicked in nuts. 5 words.
And how is that an in-universe sequel?
Vote for that one, people. Right, my sequel. Yay. Everyone laughs and applauds and cheers. Yay. Okay. So, we start off in our film, which is basically Super Mario Bros. 2. Nice and simple.
Sure.
We focus on a huge ape in the middle of Dino Hatton. He's rampaging around and the army are trying to stop him.
Why would monkeys be in a dinosaur world?
Well, that's why they're having a problem with him. And the ape fights them off and he captures Daisy, grabbing her and climbing the tallest building of Dino Hatton. He's swiftly combated by the Lakitu Air Force, which makes him drop Daisy. She falls, and at the last moment before hitting the ground, she opens the gateway to Brooklyn. In Brooklyn, again, we retrace back from the end of the first film. Mario and Luigi are watching the TV and preparing dinner when Daisy enters. It's time for them to get to work. So they tool up and they follow Daisy back to her world. Once there, the two get to work. Kong has once again... Oh yeah, by the way, this is Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong has once again claimed control
No, really?
of the
Of course,
highest
King
place.
Kong.
And he's chucking barrels down on people. Mario steps up a gear and shows off his jumping skills, leaping over the barrels before whacking the beast with a wrench, felling him. With Kong defeated, the brothers are given a royal welcome by the King Reznor and celebrated throughout the city. The festival goes on through the night, and eventually Luigi and Daisy go off somewhere to get their fuck on. Mario decides to call it a night and so goes to bed alone. And then we enter his dream. And now this is where we imagine that the Super Mario Bros. 2 soundtrack plays. And it's so good, everyone. It's so good. And everyone liked it, and we didn't get shouting at Ashley.
We can perform it.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. We enter a colourful world full of strange things and so much Doki Doki Panic. So much. Mario is there with Daisy, Luigi, and Toad, and they have to fight mysterious monsters, climb vines, fight multiple birdos, and defeat Wart. The four manage to work as a team, utilizing each other's unique skills. Daisy can float in her dress, Luigi can jump really far, Toad can I can't remember, and Mario is normal. In the end, they utilize these skills, and Mario lets out a victorious wahoo! And we zoom out to see Bob Hoskins sleeping soundly in his bed in the Dinotopia world, whatever it was called. The end.
Okay, in
How's
my
that in
movie,
universe?
I'll tell you.
in my movie,
You said your pitch.
The lady who drops the egg off is Princess Peach, and she went into hiding. And
You said your
Donkey
pitch.
Kong kidnaps her and takes her to the top of
You've
Cooper
said your
Tower.
pitch.
He has to
Cooper
have more
Tower.
pitch.
You've said
Cooper
your
Tower.
pitch. You've
And
said your pitch.
In my movie, barrels are robots because it has to be in universe.
Mine is in universe because it takes up exactly where we left it, Dan, and it's in Dinotopia. We meet the King Reznor, and then he goes to sleep, and then in his dreams, we haven't seen dreams yet in this universe.
So,
Dreams look like Doki Doki Panic, Super Mario Bros. 2, the game.
Listeners, imagine Bob Hoskins performing the same stunts Iko Ue does in The Raid. That is my movie.
You've said your pitch.
I said,
I'm gonna
imagine it's
win.
Danny DeVito in this world.
But he's not
Evil
doing The
version.
Raid, is he?
Imagine Bob Hoskins was alive again, everyone.
I'm making mine in 1996.
I'm making mine in 1996.
I'm making mine where everyone's alive in the appropriate ages.
It's
It's very
the middle
difficult to
ground of
do.
2013 somewhere.
There's a very specific year that I didn't work out in there somewhere, and it's all in universe because I say it is. Which I thought would have been a given.
You send Bob Hoskins to sacrifice himself for James Gandolfini.
Right.
Right, well, that's it.
Those are our sequel pictures. That's the episode.
You can find those sequel pictures on the tweeters.
One moment, someone has to give us our next movie.
Oh, yes.
No, does that come now?
It does come now. We're going to have our
Who knows?
three Punisher specials, which are going to be great. And I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to it, everyone.
Yes, look out for those over the next month or so.
I look forward to talking about John Travolta.
I look forward to talk about the other one.
I look forward to talking about Dolph Bloody Lundgren.
Who's
So-
bored, yet gassy.
So,
He just looks confused all the time.
when we come back, after our Punisher specials, for episode 13, we're going to have the new format. We're going to have the full start main show and then our sort of monthly modern movie review show. And for the modern movie,
Mm.
slim pickings, guys. We're going to go see Jurassic World 2.
Oh, fuck off. No, I'm not.
No.
Look, I want to see it as little as you guys do. I don't want to see it either. But there's nothing else. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm going to pretend I'm super psyched. I'm going to
Every
go wearing
other
my Jurassic
movie-
World t-shirt.
Every other movie is scared of Jurassic World because it made all of the money. Nothing else is coming out. We can go see Solo, but that's a bit, everyone else is going to do that anyway. So, and our full start will be to complement Jurassic World because they go hand in hand.
Friday the 13th.
Godzilla.
Battlefield Earth.
Hey, finally!
Fuck.
Yay!
Oh.
We've been trying to pull this one out for ages.
I figure we come back with a bang.
Nice.
New format. We'll come out the gates hard with Battlefield Earth.
Okay, so where can they find us?
You can find us on the Podomatic, on SoundCloud, on basically anywhere you listen to your podcasts, and your Twitters and your Facebook.
He says that because he doesn't know. He doesn't know the full
It's
list.
easier. Why would say the whole list? Just type in full starts pudding, yum pudding. That doesn't work for anyone who hasn't heard the promo.
All right, what about individually? Where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at Ash_Bronzebeard.
Lewis?
At home.
Shitting himself.
Cool, give your address out so I can come visit you at home.
123 Fake Street.
That's where Dan lives.
That's where I live.
I know.
Fucking, when did you move in?
I wasn't going to tell you. I was going to let it
Well,
be
if
a
you want to
surprise.
find me individually on Twitter, I'm at Dan_Wookie.
And Lewis is at Ty's Beanie Babies. There you go.
What if I don't want to give that information out?
Well, too fucking bad.
Yeah.
All right then.
Well, that's it then for this month.
Thank you for the listening. Thank
We
you for
are a
listening
year
to the podcast.
old. Happy birthday.
Birthday
Disney
to-
owns the tune. Disney owns the tune.
Dan, air horn, play us out.
Bye, guys.
Yay.
Well, that ended.
the softest yay I've ever heard in my life.
That ending needs tidying up for sure. Fucking hell, that went on for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I blame Dan.